Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Tuesday, March 10th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 82. Hour one of today's show, we'll talk all things New Orleans Saints free agency as they made some big-time moves yesterday. We'll look at the NFL as a whole. We'll talk LSU baseball. They got a midweek matchup coming up against Creighton. LSU women's basketball getting set for tournament play. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football joins us for his normal spot at 9 a.m. And then, of course, we'll close this thing out with Ask the Bench. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio, brought to you by Community Steel, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone. Goal!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo. We're missing 2 years this morning, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, yes, that is an empty studio with the host chairs of Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Taylor Sharp here, Alondra Villarreal here as well. Alondra, you ever do something, you're excited about it, you show up early and you realize, wait a minute, this is not actually taking place?
Happens all the time.
Well, it happened today. Guys, we thought they were going to be on remote at U Club for a golf tournament this morning. Then it turns out there was no golf tournament. Now there is a golf tournament. It doesn't start till noon, so they'll be here in like 10 minutes. They are currently just en route. They left U Club after getting there at like 6:40. Now they're driving back, so they will be here. You just got us for the first segment. So
I don't know if I fully trust Matt because he said, let's throw to National and just go grab breakfast.
Jake's on
his way.
Yeah, we're not sure. Flynn may not show up.
Can't speak for Matt.
We do not know yet, but there's certainly a lot to talk about on today's show. We'll get to it. First off, we'll get to the morning that Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn had. I'm sure that'll be an interesting one. Our guy Moose got a phone call from him going through it.
I got a phone call from him. Is he just calling the whole entire building?
Well, no, I called him because he was telling me he couldn't get internet. And I called him and I said, hey, like, we got the camera, we got the audio, like, we can do it. And he was like, they already called me and told me to pack up because nobody's here anyways, which I get. You don't want to start a show uninvited, quote unquote, and then 7:30 everybody shows up. I was like, how did you get in? I totally understand that. But yeah, not the best start to the morning. However,
this man called me this morning. It was like, the camera won't turn on. I don't know how to, like, the camera's not turning on. I was like, I don't know. I haven't had that issue yet. And then he FaceTimes me and showed me what he was doing, and he was hitting the record button. And I said, well, first of all, that's not the power button.
You gotta turn it on.
He said, where's the power button? I said, right there where the power symbol is.
Two big things about cameras.
Gotta turn them on.
Lens cap.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the two major ones.
Those are the two things. The power, it's like very clearly labeled power.
So we'll get that figured out. But yeah, I had to wake up at 4:30 and he just turned around and went home.
Poor Moose. He better take a nap.
Look, that's what happens sometimes. You get your wires crossed. But Alondra, how we feeling this morning?
Great. I think I whooped Pollen's butt.
You're good?
I gave Pollen a can of butt whip.
You're good?
Yeah. I feel
OTB,
great.
that's patented, by the way. Anybody looking to steal that? Patented whip. OTB butt whip, created by Alondra Villarreal. So she gets most of the royalties. Me and Matt get like 2% each just because we kind of supported her.
Yes.
But yeah, so I'm selling my truck today, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And I have had to wash it 3 times because people keep coming to look at it to try to buy it. And every time I wash it, the pollen falls right back on it. So not great there. Not great at all. I wanted to start this show with free agency, but we'll wait for Jake and Matt to do all that.
Some big stuff going on, though.
We got a baseball game tonight.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get to it here because I don't know how much more in the rest of the show we're going to get to. The Tigers will take on Creighton. This is not a good Creighton team. Teams are batting 300
They play in
against Creighton.
Omaha.
Do what?
They play in Omaha.
They do. So LSU actually uses their field a lot. Dan Canaveri told me this yesterday. LSU uses their field a lot to practice whenever they go to the World Series. So big connection there between Creighton, the Blue Jays, and the Tigers. But it's one of those games, right, that you have to hit. I mean, this has to be a Friday night Sacramento State game, right? I mean, this has to be one of the ones where you get out of your slump. Because, like, yes, there's one or two guys in a slump. The whole damn lineup is in a slump. I mean, that's something we know for sure. I mean, if you've watched any of these games, your pitching's going to be fine. We know that. I mean, your pitching really hasn't been the problem in most of your losses. I mean, you've had one or two bad outings, but for the most part, it's been there. It's been the hitting. Alondra, is there like maybe a sub in the line, like somebody you want to see, somebody you want to take out? Like tonight, just to get things going against Creighton, what do we got to do?
So I don't know why, but I just really believe in. Well, first of all, I think you need to keep Trent Caraway in the lineup. Like you
He's
can't
kind of a
not have him in the
piece now, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that is one thing that I would love to ask Jay about because I don't really get that one. Just because I feel like he's been pretty consistent in the lineup when he's up there,
Right.
and I would like. This might be a hot take, but I would like to see more of Omar Cerna because I feel like if you give him more reps. He does great behind the plate. Or I feel like behind the plate is kind of, you can do one or the other, like defensively. But I feel like if he's in the lineup more often offensively, he can get hot. He's one of those that can get hot. I think he has the highest exit velocity on the team right now. So Omar Cerna is somebody else that I would like to see a little bit more of. But the Trent Caraway thing is just puzzling to me.
You and I were talking about it a little bit after the show off air yesterday. Did we overestimate the catcher position at LSU coming into the season? Because like everybody's like, oh, you have Aaron Beatty, he's going to take the next step. And then you have Omar Cerna coming in that everybody was super hyped about. Aaron Beatty struggled offensively and defensively. She just mentioned Omar Cerna, and it's like, yeah, that's certainly an option.
Yeah.
And then it's like, he's batting 200 right now. Now, to her point, like with more reps, sure, but it's like, did we kind of overvalue that spot? Because coming in, I felt really good about the catcher position. Right now, it's kind of one of your biggest weaknesses. So that's something certainly to keep an eye out on for tonight. 6:30, first pitch out at the box, LSU versus Creighton. Excited to just move this thing in the right direction. This is your last tune-up game. This is it. You start SEC play, and you're on the road, right? At Vanderbilt?
Yeah, at Vandy. Also, just a side note, I did the Jay Johnson show last night, and he was talking about, like, we all want Chris Stanfield back, right? He went full swing yesterday for the first time, and he said that we're probably going to start seeing him, like, in a
Okay.
a little
he's
bit,
working his
just
way
kind of
back?
working his way back a little bit. And
Hey, you need him.
Jay was just very much like, stick with this team because, you know, it's a long season. And I said this yesterday, and I still kind of believe in this team. I think we have the right pieces, just kind of cold right now. And that's just kind of how baseball is sometimes. It is a little alarming that they're all cold. But I don't know. I don't want to fully give up on them. But I like I said yesterday, it's hard to say anything about anything positive until they do something positive. But I believe they will at some point.
Like we were talking about it yesterday. It's funny. Like you could see LSU fans want to panic.
Yeah.
But they know better with Jay Johnson. And like what was brought up yesterday? Oh, this is the worst record you've had before conference play since 2007, which is before Maneri's first year here, essentially. But people need to realize that team went on a little bit of a run. They made a regional, and Jay Johnson's squad this year is a heck of a lot more talented than that 2007 team. So you're not out of it. You haven't even started SEC play yet. When was it? It was 24 in between the two natties. Remember, you started like 3-12 in SEC play. You made a regional, almost won it, probably should have won it, honestly. And
You're like one pitch away.
Yeah, and you would have hosted a super regional in Baton Rouge if you win that series. And then, hell, you got the advantage. Maybe you're right back into Omaha. Like, That team, I think it was 3-12 that they started in SEC play.
I think so.
You're going to be fine. Is this team going to win a natty? We don't know. It's way too early in the season, but they're a heck of a lot better than they're playing now. Like, to your point, I don't like them all being cold at the same time. The good news is maybe they all get out of their slump at the same time. I mean, it can't be a whole lot worse. And about Chris Stanfield, it was the Sunday game. A ball goes over Mason Braun's head, and Mason Braun was pretty deep in the outfield. Mason Braun's more of a first baseman. Like, I understand he can play both, but coming out of high school, Mason Braun was a number 1 first baseman in the country. Like, he's a lot more comfortable there. Stanfield makes that play. If he does, who knows how far William Schmidt actually goes in that game because he keeps his pitch count a lot lower. There was a couple throwing errors in that game. That helps Gavin Guidry out a little bit. You had opportunities to win that game, and you just didn't do it. I think tonight, hopefully, LSU turns this thing around. Now, hand up, I was the one that was like, oh, yeah, the ULL pitching staff's really good, but they've given up 14 homers in 12 games. You're going to turn this thing around, and it didn't happen last week. But
it's okay. I said we were going to sweep Sacramento State.
That's fine. Look, a lot of hot baseball takes this week, apparently.
I mean, you should have swept Sacramento State, to be fair.
Right, and you should have the advantage over ULL. Like, it's not hot takes. It's just, well, they were wrong looking back on it. But they sounded good at the time. That's what matters the most. Okay, again, Taylor Sharp here, Alonzo Villarreal. If you don't hear Jake and Matt, they are en route. They had to go to U Club for an early morning golf tournament.
I just know it's not that far.
Did not occur. So they're on the way. They will be here next 5 or 10 minutes or so. So what we'll do now, we'll take a break. Hopefully they get here during break. If not, we'll get this show started on the other side. We'll talk some Saints free agency next here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, the one-stop shop for all of your plumbing needs, but not only in Central. It is the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. If you have any plumbing issue, they are always going to be there for you 24/7, 365 weekend, holiday game day. Today, first pitch, 2 o'clock. And if you have an issue, trust me when I say they're still going to be there. 225-500-0774. 225-500-0774. That is the number. Call them today, centralplumbing.org.
Right, centralplumbing.org. And like Jake said, that's like a huge resource to have. Just knowing that if anything ever goes wrong at your place of work, at your home, with a plumbing, like they can call, and it doesn't matter what is happening. It doesn't matter if it's the bottom of the ninth. It doesn't matter if there's a huge gold medal race happening in the Olympics. They will come. They will service your every single need. Right there, centralplumbing.org.
Some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
Yo, welcome in. We made it.
We got both of them.
Actually, I made it first somehow for you. What a morning. Good morning, everybody. Well, Andrew Taylor, thanks for holding it down right there.
Wait, did something happen?
No, what happened? I blacked out. I got about 38 miles on the vehicle this morning. Can we expense miles if there's a mistake in the scheduling? I think we should.
You should.
Well, we made
Text
it.
Gordy.
Be like, hey, man, I'm going to need like $10. you could just slide me that?
Yeah, just give me a receipt. Nah. Mm-mm.
No receipt necessary.
Just get the schedule right. I don't need a receipt. There was apologize for being a segment late here. We were all four of us in the foxhole under the understanding that we would be live from U Club for a little golf tourney. Well, we get there, and I'm walking. It's dark in the parking lot, and I'm walking around trying to figure out where I'm going. I walk up to the main clubhouse. No one's there. Everyone's looking at me funny. I look outside, like try to look towards the 18th green to like see if I can see anything. And all of a sudden, I hear this faint voice just yelling in the distance. It was Musso. Musso from the pro shop little outhouse. It's like 50, 60 yards away from the main pro shop. I hear him. I'm like, oh, that's exactly where I need to go. I don't know who he's yelling at this early in the morning.
Bro.
But he's yelling.
Some sweet nothings.
Yeah, so
it don't matter how early it is.
That's right. If it wasn't for his yelling, I wouldn't have found him. And then I got the call. I looked around. There was no golf carts lined up. Usually in a golf tournament, there's a lineup of golf carts. Well, not this one. No. So it wasn't happening.
Well,
not their
just
fault.
Later.
Not their fault.
No.
Typically, when we do that tournament, the tournament's still at 11:30. We just do the show,
early,
and then people start showing up as like the last hour of the show, getting everything ready. So I don't think the time was wrong. I think it's just Moose screwed it up.
Yeah, Moose's fault for sure.
Well, there's also no one there, right?
Yeah, nobody's ever there when we start the show.
So like, there's like nobody like lets you in the building or anything.
No, it's outside.
Oh.
Yeah, we sit outside. It's usually me, Bo Wegman, and T-Bob for 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, even the third hour, that'd be tough. It's a shotgun start at 12:30.
Yeah, people start to get theirs set up, and Coach Andy typically would come on and talk about U-High and
sweet.
Well,
Y'all are forgetting. Look, we're burying the lead here. That's on me. You guys get to test out the brand new cough buttons.
yeah, we got pictures of those yesterday. They look much bigger in the picture.
I like that they're smaller though, because the other ones were ginormous.
These are very petite.
He asked for
nice.
discreet.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jake, look,
Size,
man.
hey.
Size don't matter.
He likes that it's smaller.
Size don't matter, guys. Does it work?
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Nice.
It does
All
work.
right.
Like that.
There's no wires hanging out, no screws hanging out. It's not the size of the Titanic.
It's not an OSHA violation.
Oh yeah, I like this.
Hey, for all of y'all listening that live in University Club, I just want to say, leaving there right before 7 a.m.
It's something.
Is absolutely electric.
It's hard even pulling out of my. I'm the neighborhood next to it. It's even hard pulling out of my neighborhood because of the people leaving there.
Yeah.
You have to. When I say be aggressive, it's almost like I'm gonna get rear-ended every day. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it was easy leaving.
It's an adrenaline.
Because there's a police escort there stopping traffic.
Right. Did you see people pulling out of my neighborhood and skrrr, as they pull out?
You know, I didn't even notice. I just figured that you were in front of me somewhere, but you weren't. Where'd you stop somewhere? Get a donut?
No, I don't eat donuts.
All right. My bad.
I'm just kidding. Donuts are delicious.
All right, Dunker Jennings.
Who are we kidding?
Or Jennings Dunker, whatever your name is.
I know, we can't get his name right. Never will.
Don't want to.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
The Yo's were underwhelming. I was expecting some exciting Yo's.
Mm-hmm.
It was more Ron Burgundy Yo's, but
it wasn't Yo's with conviction because they felt bad that we weren't here.
That's true.
Well, my Ron Burgundy was intentional. I was wondering where you guys were.
We're here.
It felt weird yelling with two people. That's not really a waterfall.
That's true.
That's a good point.
It's just me and Alondra yelling back and forth at each other.
Yeah, we should have done that. Yo.
I didn't see that'd have been electric.
That actually would have been fun.
That'd have been good.
People would be like, what the hell is going on in the studio?
I know. All right, so we are here. Shout out to Community still. Glad to have them back on the squad.
Woo!
Bringing you Checks to Watch Tuesday show every single week. I don't know. Days are hard. Do we have the same shirt on again?
Nope.
Wow,
Not
y'all need
even
to
the
stop
same
doing
brand.
that.
Oh, okay.
Not even the same brand.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
But it does look the same.
A hoodie
Especially
t-shirt
with
hates to
especially
see
with
us
these
coming.
yellow backgrounds too.
Yeah.
A hoodie t-shirt.
Hates
with the rolled
to
up
see us
sleeves.
coming.
Bad day to be.
That and joggers hates to see.
Oh, they do.
Wait, I wore actual shorts today because I thought I was going to a country club.
Dude, chill out with the quads this early in the morning.
If you got it, flaunt it. You know what I mean?
I do.
T-Bob
I
used
live
to
by
have,
that.
T-Bob used to have a profile on YouTube. His thighs, his white thighs.
He had thighs, he had knee.
Yeah.
I'm a hybrid
Chest
rock star.
hair.
Might as well
Chest
wear
hair.
the short shorts, you know?
Oh, yeah. When is that again?
End of this month. We're like 2.5 weeks out.
What day you not going to be here again?
That
All
Friday
of
or
them.
Thursday, right? I don't know.
I will definitely not be here the Friday 3 weeks from now.
That feels like he's setting it
26th
up
or
like
7th?
he ain't going to be here
The whole
some
week.
other days, too.
Yeah, I got to warm up.
I'm definitely not going to be here on this one day.
Got to prep.
Hey,
Matt's
you gotta
like-
go get accustomed because you're traveling, right? You gotta get your body right
Yeah, I got to get
So-
the
to travel
climate.
3 hours.
Basically, you'll
altitude in
come,
Houston.
work Monday, and then you're done.
Yeah, work Monday, maybe half day.
Half day.
Yeah.
Leave at 8:30.
Got to
and
get
you're out.
acclimated to that climate.
I feel you. I get you.
The time change, you know.
I understand that. It's at the end of
On
this
the
month.
other side of the border.
Wait, hold up. It's at the end of this month?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I might be at league meetings at the end of this month.
I don't even know what that means.
Owners meetings? NFL?
Okay. All right.
Where all the head coaches take the picture together? You've seen that. We've actually broken it down before. Here
I don't
on
really
TV.
think you need to go to that. If I'm being completely honest with you.
What's that?
Because you were just with all the coaches. Talk about repetitive.
Now it's the owners, though.
They were there too.
Not all of them. In fact, I don't think some owners were there. Jerry was definitely there. We didn't see them, though. He sent his son, Stephen Jones, who's just a co-owner. It was a good combo, though.
What percentage do you think Steven owns right now?
Whatever Jerry allows.
Yeah.
It's like his weekly allowance. If he's good, he gets a 1% more.
Every time he gets a good
ownership
gets a pick right in the draft, he gets a 0.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it was up to Alondra, he'd have 100% right now.
Right. He survived my bold prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Who did?
Jerry.
Jerry Bear.
Oh, he was going to pass away.
Yeah. Which, okay, I don't know if I was going to bring this up, but when was it? Friday? When did Lou Holtz die?
Thursday, and we talked about it Friday.
Okay.
So he died Thursday.
So he died Thursday, right? Thursday morning, before the news broke that he died, I was upstairs in Chris Marler's office, and he said something about Lou Holtz. And I said, isn't he dead? He had not yet died.
Oh, man.
Literally 2 hours later, Lou Holtz has passed away.
Oh, man.
So Jerry really survived.
So, like
yeah, really. The Grim Reaper.
Is this
Alondra
on you?
Villarreal.
Like, are you going to get in trouble for this?
Maybe. And then you know how we did the baby picture thing, the trend with the baby picture, and it was like, this is who you're listening to on 104.5 ESPN or whatever. So he sent me one, and it was like my baby picture. And it was like, this is who killed Lou Holtz.
Jeez and Pete's.
Oh, man.
I didn't do it, guys.
The man was just trying to pop off these
I just thought that I had already seen
Wait, were you not
news that he did.
You were here when we played his newspaper
Yeah,
thing?
the newspaper
Okay.
thing blew my mind.
Oh, yeah. Incredible.
In fairness to her, I called my dad Thursday, and I was like, hey, Lou Holtz died. And my dad goes, I thought I saw that he died like 5 years ago.
I swore I saw reports like not that long
ago. So he actually had the exact same response as you.
Yeah, I'm gonna back y'all up.
You thought he did too?
I wouldn't have been surprised if I found out he was already
like,
with us.
I text my dad. I said, hey, Lou Holtz passed away. And he goes, oh, that's terrible. And then I got another text, and he's like, I feel like this already happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are insensitive.
So here's what we're gonna do. All right, because we're a little off this morning. We're at a different location. We'll take a break. We'll come back, get it started. Free agency news. Y'all have already talked about the baseball game. Heard that. We'll find our way back to that later on in the show. So before we take this break, I want to remind you about Russell Pools. Russell Pool Company. Ever heard of them? You should have. They're the best. RussellPools.com is the website. When you go to the website, check out a gallery of work that they've got right there on the homepage. All the different options they have for you. Financing options right there on the homepage of RussellPools.com as well. And even if you already have your dream pool in your mind, we tell you this every single day. When you go to the gallery, I promise you, you're going to see something that you want to add to your dream pool because they do so many different things. But whatever your dream is, they can make it become a reality over at Russell Pool Company. If your dream is a kidney-shaped pool, they got you covered. If it's a rectangle pool, they got you covered. It doesn't matter what it is.
About a hot tub.
Yeah. It's too hot in hot tub.
Lazy River?
Of course. That's probably what you're getting, you bum. RussellPools.com is the website. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Welcome back in.
Oh, we got some news, baby.
Yeah, we really do. Big day. Big day in free agency.
How was it yesterday on the NFL show for 4 hours?
Actually went down to 3 this week.
Okay.
It's kind of one of the things that has to happen because can't do 4. But easiest show maybe I've ever done because of all the free agency news, the trades, the re-signings, all the things that we had. So don't wait any longer. Let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com. GEAUX FlowIV.com is the website right there. Jefferson in Baton Rouge if you want to go see them. But if you're feeling like, man, I need a little boost, I need a little pep in my step, go see them. Get an IV today. Get hydrated through that IV. So many different options they have for you. And again, you can find the complete menu. You can find the contact information on their website. That's GoFlowIV.com.
Yeah, give them a call. If you've never done it before, give them a call. Set you a little appointment. You go there. You get registered. You get an IV, in and out, 30, 45 minutes, and you feel better walking out the door than you did walking in. Get hydrated. Get vitamized if you're feeling a little bit under the weather. Got some, what we say, we got some pollen in the air?
Yep.
Well,
Alondra,
that's a different type of sniffle season.
Alondra, defeated it yesterday, but not everybody's as strong,
Yeah, mentally. Mentally, if you can't beat it mentally, go get you an IV, get hydrated, get vitamized right there. GoFlow IV.
If you're not built different,
That's right.
go to Rejuve Me. Or no, GoFlow. Go to both.
All right, the New Orleans Saints.
That could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
was.
Actually, yeah. Shout out to both. The New Orleans Saints made a big splash yesterday in free agency. So, look, shout out to Mickey Loomis.
On a heater.
As much as, like, when he doesn't make moves, like, we give him a hard time. Like, you got to give him some praise for what he did yesterday, certainly. And you know your situation in the interior of your offensive line's bad when, like, collectively the entire fan base celebrates the hell out of you signing a guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, typically, like, you'll sign a guard and a casual fan's not going to know who a guard is. They're going to be like, oh, we got to sign a guard. The news came across the wire that the Saints signed David Edwards from Buffalo, and it was the biggest celebration on social media for the Saints in an offseason in a long time.
Yeah. I think they probably realized that we weren't going to take him at the 8th pick now.
Right.
Like we've taken that decision out of his hands. Right. Now we take him. But that's what happens when you have a season of really poor interior offensive line play.
Yes.
And so you sign somebody that is proven to be a really good player.
He's the best guard on the free agent market this year. How many times did we come on here and talk about the Pro Football Focus grades for Cesar Ruiz or whoever was playing the other guard? This was somebody that graded it out for the entire year at 74%. Like, if they would have gotten that grade in any game, we would have been excited. He had games where he graded out in the 90s. When you look at what he was able to do this season, all right, so he was in the 83rd percentile in pass blocking win rate, in the 86th percentile in run block win rate. So he's not a one-trick pony either. This is an outstanding signing by the New Orleans Saints. And Edwards is only 29 years old, just going to turn 29 like this month. This is still a young football player. You got him at just over $15 million per year, which that feels like a pretty good bargain considering he was the best guard on the free agent market. 4 years, $61 million, and you had to have him. Like, you had to have help in the interior of your offensive line. It was poor at best a year ago and really in the last couple of years. So I think it's a great move. It really solidifies what you've done at tackle with your two young tackles. You love Eric McCoy if he can stay healthy. Now you have an offensive line that can protect a young quarterback and can also help in the run game.
Right.
Because, oh, yeah, you made a big signing in the run game as well. You bring Etienne over from Jacksonville. That's a big get. But it wasn't just in pass protection. You needed help in the run game and protecting your quarterback. And so you go get a running back that we'll get to. But as you can tell, we're pretty excited about the guard signing here because of how poor it was a year ago.
Yeah, and you talk about the money too. I mean, you kind of perks people's ears up when you say that a guard, interior offensive lineman, getting 15 is quite the deal. I look up the top 5 interior offensive linemen are getting 23.5, 21, 20, and like they hover around that $20 million a year mark. So good for the Saints. And of course they have to secure that offensive line because you going into your second year with your offensive minded head coach, you're going into your second year with your, hopefully franchise quarterback for a long, long time. And when you try to install offense, when you're trying to do different things, you have to have good offensive line play, or it really takes down what you can try to do as an offensive play caller, as an offensive coordinator, installing plays. If you have to it's kind of like running a defense when you have bad corners. It's like, what do I call here? There's a certain amount of plays I can't call defensively in certain situations because I don't trust my corners. It's the same way of like developing or building a game plan. I got all these plays that I want to put in, but like I'm so worried about my offensive line play, I can't do it. So like you secure that. Not only do you help the players on the field, you help your quarterback, your running back, you help everybody, but you help your offensive designers. You help your new head coach design more plays. You help your offensive coordinator, your play callers. You help all of that be better. So hopefully this continues. This is not just like let's get some more. Yeah, we need more. And I'm sure offensive line is going to be a position that they address in the draft as well. Now, what kind of immediate need can Can that have can a guy in the draft? Because we're hoping it's not a first or second rounder, but maybe mid rounds you take somebody else. So we'll see. But obviously, David Edwards is going to make an immediate positive impact on that offensive line.
And he is going to be blocking for your new running back, Travis Etienne Jr. Etienne is somebody that is from Louisiana, and so a lot of us have watched him play when he was in high school. And very talented family, great bloodline there, obviously with his brother Trevor Etienne. But this is a player that really raised his level of play a year ago. He did it on the ground and through the air. He also did it in pass protection. I thought he was really good in pass protection, which, look, I love AK, but he's never been great in pass protection. It's always kind of been the part of his game that was probably the one that stood out the most as far as needed improvement. Travis Etienne is somebody that pretty good. So he's going to give you an upgrade there. I don't look what happens with AK. We'll see. I don't expect both these players to be on the team. If they are and the Saints have a plan, okay. But you upgraded at the running back position. This is somebody that was thriving a year ago. He was above all projections last year. Over 35 catches. I think he had 6 receiving touchdowns. And you don't pay – look, running back money it's funny because a lot of people don't like throwing money at running backs. They're like, oh, you can get one in the 4th round and get you that production. The Saints have tried that a couple times. They needed to go make a splash at the running back position. You had to run the football better. You had to protect the quarterback better at the running back position. You signed him for 4 years, $52 million.
$13 million a year. You're paying more for your guard than your running back.
Yeah, and it's under the franchise tag number for running backs. That's like around 14 and some change.
Right. Dang, I didn't realize that it's under the franchise tag amount, that's a heck of a deal.
Yeah.
For a guy that's, he's certainly a veteran, but certainly still in his prime. He's one of the top, certainly a good fantasy pick. Certainly a top touchdown getter. He's a touchdown getter. Smells the end zone. Has been such a great player for a long time. Louisiana kid. I wonder how much that played in the decision making for him.
A lot. I saw him talk about it.
I assume that this team that he's wearing the uniform on was trying to get him back.
Yeah,
because he was an important piece to their offensive success this year.
And we'll see what happens with the Saints backfield as far as who they keep, who they let go, who they try to move on from. But obviously, when you sign Travis Etienne to $50+ million contract, he is going to be the guy. But you needed to upgrade. Now, if you do keep Alvin Kamara, and you come up with the right game plan, AK can be deadly in the passing game. There's ways to keep both of them. We don't know what they're going to do, but this is somebody because the Saints ranked 23rd in run block win rate and 30th in yards before contact per carry last season. So you had to improve the running back position and the guys in front of the running back, and you did that yesterday.
It certainly feels as if this is a signing to replace Alvin Kamara. It certainly feels that way. There's clearly a changing of the guard with the New Orleans Saints. They have made a move. You see it with the 2 veterans on defense. What's happened with them and what is happening. And that same guy on offense is Alvin Kamara. Been there a long time, been very loyal, has loved it, has been loved. And I'm sure the Saints want him there forever and want to retire as a Saint. But, they also probably realize that he kind of lost his fastball when it comes to the things that he used to do. Now, is he still good compared to a lot of people? Yeah, he is. But he's not the same Alvin Kamara that he once was. So it certainly feels like a guy that has maybe a little extra speed in his step and can do the things that Kamara used to do for you.
Yeah.
But maybe Kamara does. Maybe he proves wrong. Maybe there is something. Maybe he was working through ankle stuff or foot, whatever it was this past year that we've never really heard about. You never really know how the body's feeling. You never really know how an offseason is going to treat a player. Maybe changes something in the offseason and feels great the next year. You just never really know. We would love to have Alvin Kamara back. Now, with this move, does he want to be back? I don't know. He's kind of said he wants to stay here forever. He's signed team-friendly deals, and even at a point where I was screaming, go somewhere else. If you love something, set it free.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see. But it certainly feels like that it's a move to replace.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about Etienne, his gait?
His gait's pretty good. I know there's some that questioned his gait back in high school recruiting.
Yeah, maybe coach at LSU, maybe questioned his gait, didn't recruit him as hard as they should have.
Yeah, said he had a bad gait.
Bad
in
gait.
fact.
Didn't like his gait in high school.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good.
His gait's fine.
Yeah.
Pretty good
That
life.
feels dumb.
$13 million a year now to play running back.
Yeah.
Decent gait. Anywho.
Just, if you're not following, that's what LSU thought of him.
Well, I keep seeing people say, man, Etienne, he has a lot of carries. He's been, Travis Etienne has missed 2 games total in 4 years of being in the NFL at the running back position. He's been remarkably healthy. So all this talk about, he's got all this tread on the tires, not all tread's equal. I mean, he has been very, very healthy.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I think the Saints made a couple of great moves. Now, the Saints did lose some players in free agency as well. So we'll step away, and when we come back, we'll give you all the guys that aren't going to be in a Saints uniform moving forward, including, well, one of your absolute favorites. And we'll have that for you when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, it is always a great time to go for dose. Like if you're at a golf tournament and you're in the golf cart and just enjoying a nice sunny day, and you want to relax and, in between
Golf
holes,
tournaments are great
time
to go for
maybe
dose.
enjoy a nice cold Dos Equis or two there. That's a great time. Baseball tailgates, that's a great time in game. Or if you're just at home, kicking your feet up, relaxing, that's also a great time. A lot of different options to choose from there. Like you see the lime and salt zero if you're watching this on YouTube there. A lot of different options. I think Matt's going to tell you go to the website to find all those options. Go for Dos and DosEquis.com?
Yeah, DosEquis.com. Go for Dos. Most interesting man in the world. He's back.
Yeah, he is.
Stay
In a
thirsty,
big
my
way.
friend. So if you're going to do it, make sure you're doing it with the best beer. Do it responsibly if you're going to drink. Drink responsibly, of course, but do it with that delicious ice-cold Mexican lager, that Amber Especial, whatever it is. Make sure you're doing it. Go for Dos.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started to
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
All right, welcome back in OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Our Tuesday show is brought to you by Community Steel. Building, sheeting, and components. Glad to have Community Steel back on the squad.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Beautiful golden boards behind us.
I do like the yellow.
Kind of crazy that they're back when T-Bob leaves.
Yeah. They said that guy was just, his thighs were too white.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it anymore.
Look at that.
Yeah, put
I
that
mean, those
down.
are pretty white, too.
Put that down.
It's the light.
I don't know.
Told you, we got these U-line studio lights.
I will say, whenever we get our new building, I'm not going to care really a lot about what goes on, what happens. But I want to be the one that throws these away. I want to be the one that throws these 1898 studio lights away. Like, this is what they had, like, in plays in the 1800s.
Yep.
And it puts out the same amount of heat as it did then as well.
When they were tearing down an old elementary school 35 years ago, they took this from the theater room.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Hey, these golden things, they really accentuate our shadows, too. Shadow puppets? Anybody?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Pretty good.
Not a big deal.
It's not.
Some are actually from the Ford Theater from the night that.
I was going to go there,
Oh,
but I couldn't
wow.
find a good way to get there. I was going to go there.
Yeah.
Could not land it.
From Abe Lincoln's assassination? Is that what you were going with?
Yeah, that's why they were available. Nobody else
Anyways,
wanted them.
before we go down that rabbit hole,
The Ghost of Babe is up there.
the New Orleans Saints
Apparently
lose a couple of
assassinated.
players.
Allegedly.
Demario Davis, 2-year deal with the New York Jets, and you kind of knew this was coming. Still doesn't make it any easier.
With the Jets?
The Jets is crazy.
Well, he started with the Jets. He knows the organization.
No.
Yeah, but I thought he said he wanted to win.
Yeah, I
He
just
knows
thought it
the
was like.
Yeah, in his bank account.
I thought he was going to either stay in New Orleans or go to a contender.
Yeah.
Like, he knows the organization? What does that mean? The owner's the same? No.
I'm saying like he knows what he's getting into. He'd been there before. He got drafted by him, so he goes to the Jets, which surprising the team. It is. I thought he would go somewhere that had an opportunity.
I mean, that's a bad move, man. It's a bad look.
So,
in my humble opinion,
2 years, $20+ million. So he
15, 2 years, 22 mil, 15 guaranteed.
yeah, he gets a nice payday. And he chose that over, I think, going to a contender. It is what it is. What he did. I mean, the Jets aren't a contender. They never have been. Never will be. Certainly not this year.
my question is, like, as well as he's played, I know he's up there in age for a linebacker, but like, as well as he played, he couldn't find $10 million somewhere else.
I think he
A
could
year?
have. I mean,
Yeah, he could have.
Linebackers were going.
He absolutely
off the
100%
shelf,
could have.
Fast and furious yesterday. So he makes a move to go to the Jets. Wish him nothing but luck. Demario Davis is an awesome human being. Surprised he went to the Jets, like we're talking about. Thought he was going to go to a true contender. Alante Taylor is also on the move. He signs a 3-year, $60 million deal. $60 million. Now, Alante Taylor is a versatile player, talented player. I didn't have him getting 20 per. But the Titans right now, they were in a position, they had money to spend, and they said, you know what, let's see if we can spend all of it in day one of free agency.
Yeah, I'm counting.
They got a lot of corners.
4, 8, 10 moves so far for the upcoming year. Now, maybe it all wasn't there. There could have been a trade or something before, but this is I'm looking at the
Well, they signed him
right
for
now.
$60 million. They signed Wan'Dale Robinson, receiver from the Giants, 4 years, $78 million.
They signed Cordell Flott, another corner,
Shout
3 year, $45 million with
Tigers.
32 fully guaranteed. So they brought in 3 corners. So they clearly don't listen to this show. Between those two people, I believe it's $102 million they spent on 2 cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Because if you're a listener of this show, you know that if you want to not be a good football team, go overpay for cornerback. I get it. Their defense was poo-poo, and they got to improve it. But
And you got a defensive head coach, which is always going to add to that side. And look, Brian Daboll's there as well, so he's kind of giving a report on these former Giants that you're signing.
So, let's see how it plays out for him. I'm sure it'll be really great for the Titans in the next couple of years.
They also signed defensive tackle John Franklin Myers, 3 years, $63 million from the Denver Broncos. He's a good player, though.
A lot of money.
Hey, got to fill seats in that new stadium, Bo.
I guess so.
It ain't going to pay for itself. Rents do.
Those corners really going to drive those ticket sales.
More OTB when we come back, hour number 2.
Off the bench.
All right, go to KTZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com. KTZ Interiors and Outdoor Living. Been in the game since 2004. Brandon Barton and the team going to come out to your space. Check out your space. Learn your space. Change your space in a matter of minutes. They've done it for me. They'll do it for you as well. And that's inside and outside. That's interior and exterior. And sometimes, as I tell you, it is both. For us, we got the motorized screen on the outdoor patio, and we did not know it was going to change our living room space, but that's exactly what it's done. It's a great play area for our daughter as well, right? It takes the sun away from her. She can still be outside. She can still play right there. Safety is something that it provides us, so it can give so many different functions, and you never know unless you have K to Z come out.
A to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Like you said, those motorized screens on the outdoor, if you have a little outdoor area, it can keep the temperature during the summer about 10, 15, 20 degrees cooler right there. It's an incredible addition to your home. KTZBlinds.com.
At Parrish, we're built for tough players and tough roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Parrish brings that same championship mindset.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com. My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith,
If you've been injured on the job, you'll likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Lot Mayor Sean Fagan and Associates.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
With Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studio.
All right, welcome back in OTB, hour number 2 of the show. Tuesday shows brought to you by Community Steel. Again, glad to have them back on the squad. We had to kick T-Bob to Chicago to get them back, but hey, we got to do what we got to do to have Community Steel back on the squad. Saints are making moves all over the place. Also, this is from Kat Terrell. Shout out, LSU grad. The New Orleans Saints have restructured Eric McCoy's contract, adding a void year. So his $8.7 million base salary plus his $500,000 roster bonus was converted into a signing bonus, which turds like Flynn get sometimes. Save him $7.3 million against the 2026 salary cap.
What I do?
Oh, you got one of those one time, and I never did. So I was better the other day.
Well, it's
Never got
it's like 13 years ago.
Yeah, still really good money, you know.
Wow.
Like, and you got it all like that next year.
Wow, don't hope for success to your loved ones and friends.
Well, I mean, you pretty much said at them kids this morning for the U-High golf tournament.
To be fair, you did.
That's where my kids go. So.
It's true.
Can't even deny that one.
It's fair.
Like, you said that.
He kind of did.
I mean, Michael Jordan said it. Why can't I?
It's true.
You're comparing yourself to
I
Michael
mean,
Jordan now.
Basically, same guy.
Yeah. I've always said it. We've always said it. So that's a good move. And McCoy is such a good player when he's healthy. You just got to keep him healthy. And if you do, with the move that you made to bring in Edwards, you love what you've done up front. Also, the Saints have signed tight end Noah Fant to a 2-year deal. Noah Fant got a 2-year deal, correct? Yep, 2-year deal for Noah Fant. And the tight end position for you had to get an upgrade because you have some free agents like Foster Moreau, Taysom Hill, free agents. Juwan Johnson, certainly not a complete tight end. He is a receiver that is playing tight end. And look, in some ways that gives you, some benefit and some pros and cons to that. But you needed like a real tight end. Somebody that's played it his entire life.
And it's somebody certainly the Saints have had their eye on for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if he goes back with Kellen Moore or whatever it is, but he was rumored to – did he visit New Orleans before? It was something at the trade deadline, I believe, this year that the Saints were close to getting him, or maybe it was at some point. But he was rumored to be a Saint this past season at some point. So it's somebody that's been on their radar. And like you said –
Yeah, he visited last July during training camp.
Okay.
Sorry.
Before. Yeah, okay, there it was. Not the trade deadline, before the actual season. So certainly it's I'm not going to sit here and say like the greatest tight end to ever play the position, but certainly a person that fits the need. What would you call him, Jake? A Y tight end?
He can be either one. I think he could be a Y or an F, to be honest with you, where Jawan's only going to be an F. If he's a Y, you're licking your chops.
A Yackle?
No, definitely not that.
Nobody knows what he's talking
about. A Yackle would be somebody like Will Dissly, who's a free agent. He was with the Chargers. Like, he's a Yackle.
You would just call Juwan Johnson receiving tight end that sometimes chooses not to receive.
It's true. That part's fair.
He runs the route, in fairness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He does. That's fair.
He's a route running
but
tight end.
sometimes He chooses to receive the ball very well.
Yeah.
But then sometimes he decides not to.
Like he's like,
yep.
I think my chest needs a ball to hit it real quick.
Sometimes he decides to mistime his jump a little bit,
That too.
an alligator arm it. But sometimes he also catches over 3 people's heads and scores a touchdown.
That's fair too. Yeah, you needed to add some tight ends.
Mhm.
Now I don't know what the plan. Like Foster Moreau is a free agent. We keep saying that. Last year he made $4 million. The expected market value for Foster's 2.6 this time around. So even if you added Foster Moreau to your roster, like that would give you 3 tight end options, and he's only going to cost you $2.6 million if you want to sign a 1-year deal. I mean,
Well,
Foster's got 7 years of service time, so.
Let me tell you, there's some really good tight ends in this draft as well that are going to be 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th rounders. Like we saw it at the Senior Bowl. Like there was
Koziel from Houston, who just caught another ball against LSU in the Texas Bowl. He's every bit. He's 6'6" and some change with some real receiving skills.
He's a really good player.
And you might get him, to your point, Matt, in the 5th, 6th, 7th round.
Exactly. You could get the. It's just there's an evolution of tight end happening in the NFL, and there's a lot of guys that were probably role players in college, didn't have a lot of yards, wasn't that sexy player, didn't have games like Koziel had at Houston versus LSU.
He had a year at Ball State where he had 96 catches.
Yeah. You're going to get some guys in college, and this is I'm just making just a nice even number here. I'm not basing this on any one person. You're going to have some guys that get drafted in the 6th, 7th round that are going to make immediate impacts in a big way offensively. You're going to have guys that had 32 catches and 310 yards in college, and then they're going to go to someone like the Rams and score 7 touchdowns next year. Because there's good players at that position, and they're being utilized in a way that I haven't really seen before. Like, of course, the tight end's been out there, like you saw it with the Patriots with Gronk, and you've seen these great tight ends play. I'm not saying that, but the way they're being used, like 13 personnel as being like one of the top personnel groups for one of the best offenses in the National Football League, is unheard of. But that's what's being done because they create such they create matchup problems. When you have guys that can block but also run routes, and that's what you're getting. Like used to be, like Jake likes to put like the Y and the F tag on. Like you used to have like the blocker or the pass catching. But now you're starting to get like these guys that are pass catchers but can also stick their nose in there.
Right.
And like that's why you see the best offenses running 13 personnel. And so they're dressing out 4 or 5 tight ends every game.
Yep.
Because not only are they really good there, they can play a lot of different things on special teams as well.
Daddies.
They're they're versatile. So you can catch another tight end in this draft late.
Yep.
That's going to make a really good impact.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think this tight end class it might not have the Brock Bowers in it, but that's okay. From the 3rd to the 6th round, it's got some starters in it, to your point. And because if you're the second tight end in 12 personnel in the NFL today, you're a starter. Like you're gonna play.
If you're a third tight end, you
for some teams sure.
You could get your name announced before the game and run out the tunnel by yourself as a starter.
Think about a guy like Jaron Kanek from Oklahoma. I mean, he ran a 4.52 with the combine. People don't talk about him because he played linebacker for 3 years at Oklahoma. You think that guy's not going to stick his nose in there and block for you? And he had over 500 receiving yards his lone years at tight end. Like that guy's not getting drafted before like round 5.
Yeah. Well, this tight end's.
And you got
Oscar Delt from Georgia. I know he's got the fracture in his foot that he's like, I don't care. I want to go run at the combine. Yeah. Like even players like that.
And he hadn't had the success certainly like a Sean McVay or Shanahan or now the guy in Seattle. Like they hadn't had that success, so you can't like put them in the same category. But I would put Kellen Moore like offensive minded.
Yeah.
Like I would put him in that realm of like he could get to that point. I just said realm, real like country.
Realm.
And I believe that he's going to follow those trends. And I would say tight end is a big thing that he wants to implement more and more. He just has to have the personnel to do it, and they got to be healthy, of course.
Yeah, I do think that is something they can get their third tight end. If they don't bring a veteran player in like Foster Moreau back to the fold, they can certainly get in the later rounds of this draft because it's deep when you're talking about the middle rounds. Coming up here in April. All right, let's go to Mike Linebacker, though. Right there in the middle of your defense.
Right there in the middle.
Because DeMario Davis, 2 years with the Jets. Talked about it earlier, $20+ million. So you draft Danny Stutzman out of Oklahoma in the 4th round last year. You got Jalen Ford out of Texas, who you got in the 5th round a couple years ago. All right, Pete Warner obviously is a will linebacker. You're going to need somebody in that 3-4 to be right there in the middle of your defense playing Mike. Is that Danny Stutzman? Have we seen enough from him to get the opportunity? Or let's take a look at who's available still free agency. Do you go get a veteran linebacker? Maybe it's a 2-year deal. Maybe it's a 1-year deal to say, you know what? I don't want an off-the-ball rookie linebacker replacing Demario Davis. It's a lot of pressure. Let's sign this veteran player for this year, and then maybe next year we dive back into the draft. Do you go say, hey, Levante David, you know us. We know you. You've been in the league 14 years. We've played against you in the division every year. Do you say, hey, Bobby Wagner, you've played 14 years. I need you for 1. Hey, Caden Ellis, you've played here before. That was cool. Want to do it again? Right? Caden Ellis is somebody that's going to cost you probably $8.5 million for a 1-year deal, maybe $9 million. Devin Bush is probably going to cost you a little bit more. You have a decision made. Just don't bring in Kenneth Murray. Don't do that. Don't bring in Kenneth Murray. That is not what you need right now. Matt Milano from Buffalo had a lot of injuries, so that's always a concern. But on a 1-year, $4.5 million deal, Matt Milano from Buffalo can be in the middle of your defense. There's a ton of options that you can have a 1-year deal to try to replace Demario Davis for 1 year, maybe 2. I just think if you go out and you get somebody in the 3rd round off-the-ball linebacker to replace somebody that potentially could be a Hall of Famer, I'm not sure that's the best-case scenario for you, but I love the idea of bringing in a Bobby Wagner, Levante David.
I like the Bobby Wagner move.
Caden Ellis, one of those guys that's free right now that you can bring in for a year or 2.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's like Stutzman's chance to step up, step in, prove that he can be the guy, right?
Yeah.
But you would certainly like a little veteran blood in there to kind of guide and lead and help form that. I really like the Bobby Wagner move. Like, personally, like, I was his teammate when he was a rookie. Like, he's been in the league a long time.
Oh, God, you're old.
He was a rookie in 2012 in Seattle.
He's 14 years in, Matthew.
Well, yeah, that math adds up.
Man.
That'd be mathing. I do remember he used to have a backpack, and it was a Ninja Turtle backpack.
Well,
It was
just
awesome.
made him go up in my book.
Yeah, it was awesome. No, seriously, I loved it. He had a Ninja Turtle backpack. He would wear it all the meetings. It had like the shell on it, muscle arms. It was
Shell,
awesome.
yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
That's really my only scouting report on Bobby Wagner.
Guy played 14 years in the league.
Yep.
And your scouting report is he had a Ninja Turtle backpack as a rookie. You're not going to get that anywhere else, folks.
Right here on Off the Bench.
Oh, God. I am a little worried that Brandon Staley, who's the Saints defensive coordinator, did coach Kenneth Murray when he was the head coach of the Chargers. And I'm not just trying to be throwing shade at Kenneth Murray. He's not the kind of linebacker you're going to want. He's a sideline guy in a 3-4 defense, man.
Say that again. Who is it? Who are you talking about?
Kenneth Murray. So he played for Dallas last year, but got drafted by the Chargers in the 1st round when Staley was the head coach there. But when you play right in the middle in a 3-4 defense, you're going to have guards that have a free path to you immediately because that's just the way when you play an odd front, that's the way that it's going to happen. He's not the guy I want taking on a guard right there in the middle of your defense. So, like, again, there's places for him. I don't think New Orleans is that place. That's why I'd rather have Bobby Wagner, Levante David, Caden Ellis. I'll take Devin Bush over that. I'll take Matt Milano over that. Devin White's out there. Devin White just had 145 tackles for the Raiders.
Leo
Although I don't think
nobody's really talking about.
I don't think Devin in a 3-4 is the best case for either one though.
Leo Chenal played a lot of football for the Chiefs.
He did.
He's a solid linebacker. That's
right.
If you want to go cheap. Like if you bargain bin hunting.
That's going to cost you about $4.5 million
and then
for a 1-year deal.
And Chenal, I mean, what, 26? So like a veteran, but still young.
They have to add somebody. Danny Stutzman, I think, is a good change of pace player. Bring him in, core for War Daddy. That's great. I don't know that he can be your every down linebacker. So bring in a veteran player, pair him with Danny Stutzman, who can give you some snaps on the defensive side, not just special teams, and try to replace some of that leadership you lose with Demario Davis as well.
How do you feel about let's talk about the draft a little bit. Like, how do you feel about replacing via the draft? Because I know there's a couple of linebackers that you like. Certainly the one from Ohio State. And then
if you take Sonny Styles at 8, I'll go turn in the card to the commissioner myself. I'll be there.
And what about
I'll do it.
How about a second-round pick? Kid from
Jacob
Texas
Rodriguez?
Tech. Yeah, Jacob Rodriguez. Who will be the defensive rookie of the year next year?
It would. You're probably right. I think we agree there. It would have to be certain guys because, like I just said, like to take one to replace Demario Davis, it's going to take a strong mentality. And you might be like, what do you mean? It's just football. I'm just telling you, and you know this too, you've been in enough locker rooms. When you get drafted to replace a legend, that brings in an added pressure not everybody can handle. I was drafted to replace Lorenzo Neal. Right? Different player, the offense was changing, but in fans' minds, like I was brought in to replace Lorenzo Neal, who might one day wear a gold jacket. So, like, I know.
I get it. I was brought in to replace Brett Favre. So I get it. Like, I get the pain, guys.
So there's things that come with that, and you got to be able to handle that. So of the guys I think can handle that, Sonny Styles, without question. I'm telling you, like, I walked away.
Jacob Rodriguez.
So can Jacob Martinez.
Rodriguez. Oh, he called him Martinez. I was like, wait a minute. Of all
No, I
people to
would
get
not-
that
no.
wrong.
But I think he could.
I was about to say, I
like
think
Jacob
Sonny
Rodriguez.
Styles, I think C.J. Allen from Georgia, and I think Jacob Rodriguez, all three could handle that pressure that I'm talking about after having conversations with them at the Combine.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think you're putting a lot on this pressure situation to replace somebody like that.
I've been through it.
I get it. No one would have picked you to be able to handle it, but you did.
I don't know. I think I would have. I'm just
messing
with
captain.
you, dude.
But like, yeah, I mean, especially at this age, these guys are going to go in there and just want to play football.
I'm not saying it's the only thing, but I'm telling you, it is something that is talked about, thought about. Again, I've gone through this. I remember the feelings of people talking about replacing the legend, and they're always going to compare you to that guy. There's people in this draft that can handle that. I don't think everybody can handle that.
I would agree with you, but that legend decided to sign with an irrelevant organization. He didn't like retire. He didn't like lay his jersey down on the 50. You know what I mean? He decided to go sign with.
It was like there was going to be pressure. Then he signed with the Jets, and I was kind of like, well, if he signed with the Jets, is it really that hard?
Yeah, it's not a lot of pressure. I mean, that guy left you. I mean, I'm not saying left. I don't want to say that. The guy decided the opportunity was better to play for the Jets.
Like, I get money, but that's just.
His state income tax is going to be off the charts.
Well, Jacob mentioned, he knows of the situation. That's why I wouldn't have signed with him.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, he knows the situation. Like, he's been with the Jets. Did you not remember you played for the Jets?
Yeah. I mean, the facility's nice. They got a nice cafeteria. The omelets were really good. I was there.
Maybe that's, you know what?
The
I bet if DeMario's honest, he was like, guys, it was the omelet.
And they did, like, you could get a smoothie, shake anytime you wanted to. It was nice. I got it. But
All right, I actually kind of agree with the decision now.
Landra, that's out cold for what you just put in the chat. That's out cold. Oh, you're wrong for that.
No, I'm right.
One thing I do remember about being in New Jersey when I was with the Jets, I was there for a while.
A week.
Is, okay, if you've
Where
been in New
is-
Jersey, correct me if I'm wrong, you cannot pump your own gas.
Right. So I drove from Philadelphia to New York,
Yep.
and my uncle was like, hey, can I pump? Because they get offended if you start pumping your own gas.
Yeah, you just can't do it. Like, it's actually, I think it's a law.
Yeah.
You can't pump your own
They're all
gas.
full service stations?
There's gas attendants.
Because, like, the gas station will close, and you got to get your gas before the gas station closes.
Yeah.
Like, how bass-backwards is that?
Right.
And then that's what Demario Davis, he chose to go to a place where you can't get gas, like, after 8 p.m.
Right.
This is unbelievable.
Where in Jersey did you live? In Hoboken?
That's an indictment.
It is.
That's
you don't want to pump your own gas, like
silver spoon in hand.
Maybe a good idea by the Saints.
Yeah, move on. You know. What
I mean, you get older, sometimes you get cranky. Like maybe that's it.
Is like if you're in the chat, like let me know. Is there any other state in the country that doesn't let you pump your own gas?
Nookie says Oregon.
That tracks. Oregon is soft, objectively. California surprised, shocking. They let you pump your own gas there.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints very well could go linebacker at 8. I don't know if Sonny Styles is going to make it to them. If he doesn't, we'll talk about maybe the guy that we would select for the New Orleans Saints when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com.
Go! Tommy!
Geaux, Tommies with a Y.com. You'll clearly see the difference. And whenever you're looking for the best, well, the best is, well, Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. That's not just us telling you that. That is Angie's List, who's given them the Super Service Award year after year after year. That is the advocate this year in 2025. Best windows, that went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and yes, also Siding. So know you're working with the best. Also know you're working with somebody that cares. Also know you're working with a former member of the Golden Band from Tigerland.
Oh,
all right. So we're talking LSU through and through as well. Go to their website today. See what they can do for you. See what they've done already for your neighbors. GoTommies.com.
He used to play that.
That's the band from LSU.
Yep.
They call that the Golden Band from Tigerland.
Yeah, well, it's a golden company. Tommy's Windows, Doors, Siding, the best in the business. If you have a project, make sure you give them a call and let them talk to you about it. They're the best. GoTommies.com.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
All right, welcome back in. OTB. You're live from the Raising Cane studio. Again, our Tuesday shows brought to you by Community Steel. Always remember, communitysteelco.com is the website. Glad to have them back on the squad. We were talking a little bit before we went to break about the Saints and what they could do in the draft, and they lose to Mario Davis, so maybe the linebacker position could be something that they hit on in the first, the second, the third round. Now, the first round depends on if Sonny Styles is a player that is still available. If he's not, well, where did the New Orleans Saints go? And I think they go across the street to the LSU football facility and select Mansour Delane, corner. Stop shaking your head. You just lost Alontae Taylor. You lost Paulson Adebo last year. You need a corner. He's the best corner in the draft. You're picking at 8. The Chiefs desperately need a corner now. They lost 2 to the Rams and lost a safety to the Bengals. They need DBs. They're picking right behind you. They could be aggressive in moving up to get ahead of you for the same player. I've seen Mansour 4th, I think is the highest. I've seen him in some mock drafts. So Mansour Delane's somebody that everybody was impressed with at the Combine. I was impressed with him. I never had the chance to interview him until the Combine. Blew me away. Great football IQ, very well spoken, hell of a player. If the Saints select him with the 8th overall pick, how are we feeling? You were shaking your head.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why?
I like him.
Okay, why
I
don't
think
you
he's
like
great.
the Saints select?
I mean, it's the same thing as overpaying in free agency for a corner. You're overpaying in your draft capital for a corner. Like, yeah, you have to have good corners to be successful in the NFL as a defense. I got it. But you can't overpay for.
You think selecting the top corner in the draft at 8 is overpaying?
With the amount of needs you have, and you have a first year, or you have a franchise quarterback that's entering a second year, you have a second year offensive minded head coach. Yeah, I do. Now, if you can pick him like later in the first round,
he's not gonna be there later.
No, he's not.
He's gonna not.
So yeah, I
you.
personally do not like the pick.
Tay.
I think this is the obvious pick at this point. I didn't think that going into yesterday, but I mean the moves you made, it's kind of your biggest need as far as depth in the draft. Like you need a receiver, tons of great receivers. You need an edge rusher, tons of great edge rushers. Corner's kind of your biggest need. Like I don't think Kool-Aid McKinstry is a 1 at all. Quincy Riley, maybe you could have him as a cornerback 2. You don't have a top corner on this team right now. It's kind of your biggest spot.
Miss Villarreal?
I would be for it. I understand what you're saying, Matt, but I agree with Taylor. Like with the moves that you made yesterday, I think that you can get what you need left in the later rounds.
There's 2 types of capital out there. There's actual capital, there's money, and there's draft capital.
Yeah.
And you can't overspend on either one of those things for a corner. Show me where it's worked out. Show me where a team has won a championship with doing that. Maybe there's an example out there, but you're going to have to search. You're going to have to look and be like, oh, yeah, that's right.
I think
you can draft the top 10 cornerback and have a really good corner, but tell me when that has equaled a championship.
I think when Jalen Ramsey got traded for, that was kind of a missing piece. But look, I get your point.
Well, it almost worked in Jacksonville. Like, they had that game won. Bortles just couldn't throw the ball that day.
Yeah, I do hear what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with you. And
I think he's an incredible player. I think
that's
not a knock on him.
I think he's good enough to be able to change the rules a bit on what you're talking about. He graded out as the highest corner in college football last year. There was teams that said, we're not even looking your way when we game plan. And, you've played those guys. Lane Kiffin said, it's like, dude, we're not throwing to you. Stop asking.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
You don't even need to warm up.
So for other corners in this draft, and this isn't because he's an LSU guy. This is like actual analytics and data saying, like, McCoy from Tennessee is a good player. He's hurt, so we got to see that. Hood from Tennessee is a good player. Cisse from South Carolina is a good player. Chris Johnson from San Diego State's a good player. I don't even remotely think about those guys early. I think Mansour is a different beast than those guys. So if you selected him at 8, it would not be a doomsday for me. I think he's a really good player that would be deserving of being a top 8 pick. My first choice would be Sonny Styles because I think the versatility he gives you, I just don't know that he's going to be there. If he is, again, I'll go turn in the card for Mickey. I'll be set up right next to the stage. Just hand it to me, and I would be very happy. You see glee on my face if I got to turn that in for the Saints.
Yeah. I would prefer, if I have my Saints hat on, I would prefer them to go and find a corner. And it's one day of free agency. Like the new league year hadn't even technically opened yet. Go find secure guys. Don't overpay for them. Find you some good guys. Take your corner in the draft, but don't overpay for him. Now, do I have a replacement for you? Like, I understand what y'all are saying. Like, he's a deserved top 10 pick. He's going to be a great corner in the NFL. But like, I don't, and y'all can make the argument for it. I don't have, and I can disagree with you. I don't have a replacement for him because I still, this is the draft. This is a perfect draft. If they don't have the opportunity for Sonny Style, this is the opportunity to trade back and get more picks. And I'm going to keep I'm going to keep saying it. I don't really know if anybody else is saying it. Maybe just because it's against what Mickey Loomis has always done. But has Mickey Loomis ever done this well in the first day of free agency either? So maybe he's a new guy. Maybe he can change.
I'm kind of feeling like Kellen has a lot more say than
so
we might be giving
Kellen
him
might
credit for.
need to get some of this
Yeah,
credit.
I think Kellen needs a little bit of this. But I also I don't know what's going on in their front office. It's just, it hasn't been that way until he got here.
Right.
As far as the corners that maybe you could afford in free agency, Cam Taylor-Britt from Cincinnati is going to cost you about 9 per. Greg Newsome from Jacksonville is going to cost you about 9. Marshawn Lattimore is going to be available. He's out there. Tariq Woolen from Seattle, who's a really good player. He's about 8.1 is projected. He's going to cost you per year. After that, it gets a little dicey. Then you start getting into Trayvon Diggs territory. He's going to cost you about 7.5 per year. So it's
Greg
not.
Newsome would be over 9.
It's not the best free agent market for corners.
I think there's better linebackers than there are corners.
Certainly stopgap options for a year. So bring back Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, why not?
I think he's going to be the pick. Now, if you select one of the Tennessee guys at 8,
Tennessee who?
Volunteers.
Okay.
They got 2 corners. I'm saying.
No, don't do that.
If you select them at 8, then me and Mickey got to have a combo.
We got problems. We got those hands.
But I think because of the player that we're talking about and the need that you have there.
I think Delane's good enough to be the exception to the rule.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, me too. What do you think if you don't want to go corner, if you're at 8?
Jeremiah Love.
Well, you signed the running back.
Trade.
Yeah.
Right? So Etienne. Well, you know Mickey.
Trading back, actually, if you let me pick, that's what I would do, but he's not going to do that.
But he has also never done this well in free agency. So we got to say maybe he's doing things different.
Who are you going to trade with? Because the team that needs corner as bad as anybody is right behind you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where they
who
they're going to get?
Who
They're going to try to
fell
get
in
ahead
love
of
with
you.
what prospect to jump there?
They're going to try to get to 6 or 7. Ugh. They're not going to try to get with you, because they think you are going to be the guy that selects the corner. So you got to find a team that is willing to give up some real assets. Now,
there's a lot of teams with real assets.
I was about to say the Dallas Cowboys,
the Raiders now, the Jets.
Well, the Raiders are probably going to go offensive line at 14 after selecting Mendoza at 1, even though they just signed Linderbaum. They need a lot of help on the offensive line still, and a guard at 14, you can make that justified. Mm-hmm. Now, the Cowboys is where it gets interesting because they like Mansour Delane. They've got 2 first-round picks.
Well,
they need the help. They can move up.
They're a team that could jump up for Caleb Downs too if
they could.
He's still there.
Yeah, they got the draft treasure chest to be able to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But again, guys,
if any team's looking for a new GM, I'm available.
We're talking about Mickey Loomis trading back in a draft.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. I believe. plus 450.
I've just been burned too much from him.
Well, he's starting to heal those burn wounds.
As long as he
Little
doesn't
by
take,
little.
As long as he doesn't take O-line, I'm good.
Guys, he had the best draft last year in the NFL.
It was a good draft.
He got an award.
Shout out Kellen Moore.
If you're the New Orleans Saints and Dallas calls you and says, hey, for number 8, we'll give you 12, a third, and a 6th rounder.
Yeah.
Because that's about what it would take.
Yeah.
You'd move up?
I would because you might not get Delane, but you could still get a top flight receiver if that's what you want. You could still get an edge rusher if you wanted that, and you got more draft picks.
If their conversations are anything like media conversations, like our conversation, and like you're not convicted on one person, absolutely. You got so many needs. Like you said, you could get a great receiver and edge rusher in the 3rd round. You got a linebacker in the there's so many things you can do with those extra picks. You could even trade them.
Could be a boat.
Could be a boat.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Right there on the homepage at getgordon.com. You can have a chat with a live agent. You can check out cases they can handle for you in the courtroom, past client results that they've had in the courtroom. You can always check out the G Team and what they're doing throughout the local communities in Louisiana. At Get Gordon's always going to be the handle on Facebook, on X, on Instagram, any major social media. And if you want to be a little old school, if you want to pick up the phone and actually call somebody, right?
Talk to them with your
You
mouth.
put your area code followed by the 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
You're laughing at. Just remember this. If you've been injured, whether it's in a car accident, whether it's on the job, it doesn't matter. Just remember, it's not your fault. If you want to talk to the experts, the people that have been fighting for Louisiana's for a long time, get what they deserve. Make sure you're calling Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. That's getgordon.com. Anywhere in Louisiana, your area code, followed by 888-8888, getgordon.com.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. And I can sing high.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. And again, our Tuesday show is brought to you by Community Steel. If you're looking to build something that lasts, we'll start with the right steel. Community Steel in Gonzales is your trusted partner for your metal buildings, components, roofing, and custom steel solutions across South Louisiana. So from fully engineered metal building kits to precision cut roofing, trim, framing, members, their team delivers quality materials and expert guidance from, guess what, start to finish there, Matthew. You can visit them at communitysteelco.com to get a quote today, or you can call them at 225-647-2020. Again, communitysteelco.com, or call them today at 225-647-2020. Community Steel, strong materials, local service, and the backbone of your next build.
We've talked a lot about certainly the Saints moves yesterday.
Yep.
Golf clap to Mickey. Good job. Good job. Good job. Keep it up.
I'm not doing that yet.
Keep it up. What have you done for
Golf
me
clap.
lately?
It's a golf
What have you
clap.
done for me
It's
lately?
not
Let's
an
not look in the
applause.
past, Alondra.
It's not a standing ovation. It's just a, we see you.
I'll give a hesitant,
Yeah.
Let's just say
Head
Mickey
nod.
Loomis has
Head nod.
been the best GM in the NFL since I've been on this show.
Do you believe that?
Because he had the best draft class and he's doing good in free
Because you
agency.
can tell the best draft class after 1 year. Obviously.
The hardware says you can, Matt.
We've talked a lot about the Saints, but let's stay within their division.
Okay.
Let's check in on Taylor. Can we check in on the Falcons, how they're doing this offseason?
This is their quarterback room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ooh, that's good. Perfect.
Y'all are wrong for that.
For those listening, not watching, it is a picture of Michael Penix in a wheelchair.
Looks like he just
thumbs
had
up, and then
two leg replacements.
And then Tua getting carted on a gurney off the field.
Yep.
That's the Falcons quarterback room for 2026.
We'll say
Also, isn't Kirk Cousins still there or no?
No, they released
They
him.
released
They
him.
released him.
Missed that one.
two lefties. Pretty
Two
cool.
lefties. It is pretty cool. So the Falcons, yes, they signed Tua, turned the ball over, and
The Saints are going to win the NFC South.
they're rolling.
They also got Easton Stick. from North
Oh,
Dakota
cousin of
State.
Weston Branch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Former Chargers legend,
That's right.
Easton
Nice.
Stick.
Here, so I'm looking at this move, and I'm thinking about a comp for this move for the Falcons. So Tua goes, he's signing with the Falcons, and I think those was it like an easy move for them just because he's a lefty? Like I don't know, but it seemed to be his destination before this whole week even started, right? That was the rumor that I was at least reading, and I was trying to find a comp. Like, is this a good move? Like, who's actually going to be the starter? Is Tua going in there to be the starter? Is Michael Penix going to be healthy? He's had like 35 knee injuries in his career, his 1 year career. And I was trying to think of a comp, and I started looking at the Colts. If you had to say Tua's career to this point, whose is better, Tua's career or Daniel Jones before he went to the Colts?
Tua.
Tua's had a better career than
before the
and
Colts
I don't
wasn't.
even think it's close.
No.
Right. I agree.
So could this be the same situation? Daniel Jones came in last year, and they're like, well, Anthony Richardson is here. He's going to be the starter. Daniel Jones is going to I feel like it's a very comparable situation in Atlanta than it was with the Colts. Now, was that a one-off? I have no idea. We've seen it happen with a lot of quarterbacks. We've seen it happen with Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. We've seen it happen with all these different quarterbacks reviving their career somewhere else.
Right.
Now, Tua didn't look great a couple times in the court of public opinion because he kind of threw his teammates under the bus sometimes. There's a way to do that. He didn't do it the right way, I don't think. Like, there is a way to do what he did as a leader. Certainly coaches do it. Quarterbacks can do it in the public eye, throw people under the bus, but there's you got to do it like it has to be the right tone.
Yeah, you got to throw yourself in
But
there
also,
too.
You gotta throw
right, but
yourself
also
into
when
it.
you're like one of the problems and you're doing that,
There too.
you can't just blame it on everybody else.
Yeah, you can't. And you never know who empowered him to do that.
Himself.
Was it the head coach? Like, did somebody empower him to do it? Like, I don't know.
No, because the head coach didn't like it very much. I remember him coming out and being like, the hell?
Well, somebody did. But anyway, is it going to work out? I don't know. But let's just say
I don't hate the deal for the Falcons.
Tua has had these streaks of greatness at Miami.
He's been good. Yeah, there's been times he's been good. In the intermediate stuff, he's very accurate.
Yeah. Yep.
And you like, if I am somebody like Tua Tagovailoa and I just got released and the Dolphins are paying me so I can go sign a $1 million contract, which is what he got from Atlanta, and I look up and I've got Bijan Robinson, I've got Kyle Pitts on the franchise tag, Jahan Dotson signed there yesterday, Zacchaeus signed back there yesterday, I've got Drake London. I'm looking at Austin Hooper just signed there.
He was really good there his first stint.
You got weapons.
They got a lot of talent.
So I'd be like fired up. I would do everything I possibly could to be at my very best to try to prove everybody wrong.
Yep.
This is his last opportunity to get a chance to like this.
Yep.
And you got dudes around you. If you don't work out in Atlanta, that's on you. You also got Kevin Stefanski, who, regardless of what you think of him, he's been an NFL Coach of the Year twice. You really don't have any excuses.
Yeah, and I get it. He's had these bad streaks. What percentage of that can you blame on the organization? Probably a decent amount of it. But for a big period of time, when Tua if he's conscious, he's been pretty good. What?
I mean, it did go downhill after that. To your
He's
point,
conscious. He's such a turd.
Why? I mean, it's true. He got knocked out a lot.
He got knocked out a lot.
I mean, it's a fair point. And then after he got knocked out a lot, he wasn't that good. Rightfully so. His brain wasn't working.
That's
right.
what empowered him to throw his teammates under the bus.
Jake
was
was
the
talking
CTE.
Jake was talking about intermediate stuff. Like the Falcons last year invested a lot into their O-line, and you could say, well, Penix got sacked a lot. Penix held onto the ball a lot, too. Like if Tua can get the ball out of his hands quick, like their O-line was actually pretty good at Atlanta.
I was pretty high on Michael Penix, too.
You were hoping.
I was hoping.
Yeah, you had.
Card game, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
You were vested.
Hard out here in the streets at the card game.
Let's do this. Let's take a break on time-ish. And when we come back, I said ish. When we come, for us.
It's not even close.
When we come back, we'll talk about the Panthers because the Panthers and Bucks, if we're staying in the South, they also made some moves that I like, and we'll talk about them when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
On time adjacent. Go to trashrangers.com. Residential, commercial pickup, roll-off dumpsters. Well, guess what? They got 3 different sizes to choose from. If you're looking for maybe a portable restroom because you got parades coming up this weekend, it's not too late. Give them a call. They'll deliver it. You don't want those people in your house, right?
No.
You don't want that. So just go ahead and have Trash Rangers deliver that portable restroom right in your front yard. And you still have the luxury of having a restroom for your guests, but don't go into your home. And so a lot of different things they do over there at Trash Rangers. Love the sanitation department, which is somewhat new to the Trash Rangers portfolio, but they do that at an incredibly high level as well. No surprise there. Go to trashrangers.com.
Yeah, it's like the biggest parade, the best parade in Baton Rouge this weekend. So if you are hosting, if you are on that parade route, you got a bunch of people come over, give Trash Rangers a call. They got that sanitation department. They'll bring a portable toilet out. It's clean. It's awesome. It's a new department, too. So we got those new portable toilets as well. So go check them out, trashrangers.com.
Sure.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country. in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades. But our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Our Tuesday show is brought to you by Community Steel, CommunitySteelCo.com, CommunitySteelCo.com. Well, Tampa Bay Buccaneers aren't going to have Mike Evans on their team anymore. He signed a 3-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers.
Mm-hmm. He loves Bay Cities, though.
He loves Bay Cities. I did not think he was going to get a 3-year deal, but shout out to him. He's been to Green Bay. He said there's not a building tall enough for him. So he's going to San Francisco.
Big, tall building guy?
I mean, he just likes big cities, I think, you know. There's Dave & Buster's, though.
That's a good move for... Is it?
It's a great Dave & Buster's, yeah. Nice. When they're in the draft last year. Anywho, so he's going to the 49ers. I love that move for them. It gives them actually a receiver they can trust and not Brandon Ayuk. Or, Ricky Pearsall, who's been good when he hadn't been hurt, but he's been hurt. He did get shot.
Yeah, he got shot in the streets.
The thing that's wild about it, that actually didn't keep him out for as long as some of the ankle stuff.
Right.
So
he's played more games than Brandon Ayuk.
Did Mike Evans not read about the electromagnetic fields around their practice facility?
That's such a good point.
I saw that yesterday.
In the soft tissue
somebody was
situation?
like, Evans around the electromagnetic field is not great because he was hurt all last year.
Yeah, it's not good.
I did like the move, though. Speaking of the Tampa Bay Bucks, the other Bay, Kenneth Gainwell. I like that.
Great pickup for them.
We talked about him,
Great pickup
what he was Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about what he was for the Steelers at the end of last year.
He was their player MVP, voted their MVP of their team.
Yeah.
He was incredible at
When
the
he's
end of
a-
the year. I
he's
wanted
a-
him to be a Saint.
He's a good change of pace for Bucky Irving.
He can do everything.
Last year, Rashad White, no offense to him, was just kind of a poor man's Bucky Irving. He didn't really get anything different. Kenneth Walker's a good change of pace, and he's a little bit different than Bucky Irving.
He's a lot different. Like he can catch the ball down the field.
Right.
Like you can split him out at receiver, and he can run. I saw him run slants.
They could be on the
pitches,
field at the
fade
same
routes.
time.
Yeah. Oh, there was that one play towards the end. I don't know if it was like the game to get in the playoffs or right. It was a game that mattered. He made an unbelievable catch.
I think it was a
down
game
the
to get
field.
him in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hell of a
Ravens.
player. Jalen Phillips goes to the Carolina Panthers. Edge rusher, $120 million. Big moves.
Kenny Pickett goes to the Panthers as well.
He did,
Hell yeah.
$7.5 million.
That was the missing piece.
Yeah, Memphis wasn't very excited about that one. All right, we'll talk more. New Orleans Saints with our guy Nick Underhill. New Orleans Football. When we come back, hour number 3, OTB.
Off the bench.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Parrish, we bring the same commitment to your home that champions bring to the game.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in hour number 3 of OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Always want to remind you about our friends over at Pala. PalaGroup.com is the website. We always talk about Pala being 100% employee owned. We talk about what they do here in the Gulf Coast region since the 1970s. But if 100% employee owned sounds good to you, well, guess what? Matthew's got some good news for you.
Yeah, so y'all know about Pala Industrial. Steel fabrication, precision piping, helical piles, tanks, vessels, industrial construction, maintenance, always delivering those results. And right now, Pala is absolutely rolling, growing like crazy, projects all over the place, major capital projects across the Gulf Coast, across the Midwest. And just remember, because of this growth, Pala is hiring, and they're hiring the best. So if you are an experienced welder, pipe fitter, iron worker, project manager, estimator, planner, QC professional, and looking to take your career to that next level with a company that loves to raise and give from within, all employees within, employee-owned, relationship-driven, palagroup.com, P-A-L-A group.com.
All right, let's get to our guy, Nick Underhill. New Orleans Football joins us every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. And, well, big day yesterday for the New Orleans Saints, and so I'm sure he has been working fast and furious. Glad to have you on. Nicholas, how you doing, sir?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
We're doing fantastic. I don't think I've ever been as excited to see a guard get signed as I have over the last 24 hours for the New Orleans Saints. It was a position of desperate need, and you go get the top guy on the market, and you get him for a pretty nice price there. What a win for Mickey Loomis and the Saints.
Yeah, no, huge. I'm hearing myself back through here, and I can't.
We'll call you on the phone. We'll call you. We'll make sure we'll get that done.
Diva.
He's like, allow myself to hear myself.
What's going on with our tech?
Ever since we put in these new cough drops.
He looked very flustered.
He looked like he had seen a ghost.
Mm-hmm. He heard his voice for the first time. That's how I feel every time I hear my voice. Like, wow, gross.
So when I first moved here, I still did my Shreveport show before it was syndicated. Like I did it, and then I did this show, and I used to do it down in the old ESPN studio. Mm-hmm. Well, they couldn't ever figure out why I was getting feedback. So I would actually, the entire show, I would hear feedback on a 1-second delay from what I was saying.
Oh.
So I was doing it where I'd say something, take the headphone off, and then put it back on. I did that for like months, and they told me they couldn't figure it out. Feels like an easy fix.
Yeah. There's a new updated cord.
They never did. But anyways, we got Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football, with us now. Nicholas, how you doing? Glad we got you on the phone. Sorry about that. The New Orleans Saints signed a guard, and they desperately needed to sign a guard. They got the best guard available, and they got him for a pretty good price.
Yeah, no, definitely like one of those moves that just makes you feel better about the whole entire operation. And I don't think David Edwards is like a savior. I don't think he's a top 10 guard in the NFL or anything like that. Like, I think he's really good. I think he's the right age. I think he's a very good player. But just like in terms of what was available out there, he was the premier piece, and I think you go get him. And I think what he does is that it's a definitive problem solver. At worst, it's you don't have to worry about guard anymore. At best, like, he thrives in the system and all that stuff, and you know, fits in along some other guys, and they become a really good group. But it just feels like the guy at that right age, at that right price, at that right talent level, where like all the axes met, and you go out and you get them, and it's not like a reckless signing. It's foundational. It's the right timeline. It's all these things, and I just, you know, that's a spot where I don't want him to play around with. Like, you can't afford to have those kind of variances there when you're trying to get a rookie, now a second-year quarterback settled in, and you know, I think he goes a long way toward doing that. And in terms of pass pro, like Cesar Ruiz's issues aren't really in pass pro. I think he's decent there. It's the run blocking with him that needs to be way, way better. So I think like pass pro, all five, if Banks takes that step that you're looking for him to take, if Fuaga stays healthy, Edwards, if McCoy, I guess as we're going through it, there's still a decent amount of ifs. But I think overall, like the pieces are there for them to actually be pretty good. And you're not pinning your hopes to Trevor Penning anymore, who I can't believe he signed on day one of free agency, by the way. But yeah, I think that was a huge move for them. Like it's shifting and it settles like the most unsettling spot on the team.
Yeah, Nick, so I'm watching, I think I was watching Pat McAfee yesterday while I was sitting in my office, and I'm watching, like, just the news flood in. Like, there was something happening every 30 seconds, it seemed like. And, like, to my shock and awe, and I was very happy about it. Like, a lot of Saints news came in within that first hour. So the Saints make three moves, like, within that first hour, which tells me they identified somebody at that position. They made the move, they made the offer, and signed their first choice. And we just talked about David Edwards at guard, a punter, Ryan Wright, and then Travis Etienne, of course, at running back. So, like, to me, it seems like they identified somebody, the top on their list, and they got it done within the first hour of this thing opening up. So, like, is that how you, like, saw the whole thing going down yesterday?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, like those were the two guys leaving the combine that we really felt like these are the guys that are going to end up getting. Etienne and Edwards were the two guys that I thought they would definitely target. The punter surprised me. It's like going out and getting Wright. That wasn't necessarily something that I was.
There was like 4 punters signed in like the first hour yesterday across the NFL.
Yeah, like Gillikin was one of them. Like, and that's something that they absolutely had to do though. Like that's going to be. If he's the guy he was in Minnesota, like I think you just solved one of your other biggest problems. The way they approached special teams last year was embarrassing, and that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, look, the running back I think makes a ton of sense too, and I think the thing that makes the most sense here is well, here, let me ask you guys this: going back to 2022, how many 30-yard runs do you think the Saints have had by a running back?
Oh my gosh, by a running back, I would say less than 5, it feels like. I mean, I know that number is incredibly low, but
the way that question was
asked,
it's low.
1. Okay, wow.
And the runner was Audric Estime.
So it just happened.
Their 130-yard run since 2022, and you know, at the end he's had 12 over the same span. He's at a 70-yarder. So I think you get a home run hitter there. So that's one part of it. And then the other thing, too, is last year I think we a lot of Tuesday mornings we were talking about the run game, and the thing I kept saying is, boy, they keep trying to run inside zone from shotgun, and that's just not Alvin Kamara's game. If you do the breakdown of all his runs by type and formation, and that's his absolute worst run. It's the thing Etienne does best. Like he's excellent at that, and that's where he thrives from. So I think, to your point, like they identified a guy that fit, and then they go out and get him, which, yeah, obviously that's what you should be doing. But, a lot of times in free agency, you see people just making splashes and going for guys, and, they just collect players and kind of hope for the best. Like, I think the Saints are being aggressive, but I think they're being really smart about it too. And it just feels a little bit tailor-made all the way across the board. And, it's going to be interesting to see how those two fit together. I think that there's a very tailored role for Alvin where I think he can still be a very, very excellent player. You kind of get him in those right spots. The outside zone is what he's really good at. Get him out there in that. I think you can put both those guys on the field and kind of create some stuff formationally. And now you got 2 tight ends too with Juwan and Fant. I think there's a lot of stuff you can do to open up the field with those guys and kind of get the personnel out there on defense that you want and then dictate some of the action. So I think it just opens up a lot of creativity, but also like the Alvin situation, I don't know if we're reading tea leaves, we shouldn't, or if you're trying to connect dots because he's 29, but like the way they handled his contract and then bringing in this guy, like it looks, there's at least, as a reporter, you got to say, like, I wonder what's going on here. Like, is there something going on? Sometimes there's not, often there's not, but it certainly has a rock there now that I'm trying to look under and figure out what's going on. Like it does feel different. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, I think with those two guys, I think your offense has changed. And then Fant on top of that, like, man, one of the things they really did great last year, I thought was attacking up the seams. Like that was the play every time they came out in the third quarter. It's like, wow, why are they all of a sudden moving the ball? And it's like, they just started viciously attacking them seams. And I think you got two of those guys now with Fant and Juwan. The thing I like about Fant, going again with the whole fit thing, that was the guy they were trying to sign last year. They brought him in for a visit, and he just ended up picking Cincinnati instead. So, like, you know, it's a guy you identified that was available, and then a year later, like, he's still, you know, on your radar as a guy. It wasn't just like we need a tight end. It was like, no, they actually like this guy, and they're bringing him in 4.5 40 many years ago. But, I mean, that's a lot of speed. He blocks. He's a solid receiver. So I think now just your offense isn't just all 11 personnel, or when you go 12, it isn't, you know, you got one tight end that can catch a pass. Like, I think there's a lot of stuff they can do now.
Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football is our guest here on OTB. All right, so after free agency, now we're kind of turning our attention maybe to the draft, and there's still going to be more in free agency, certainly, but after day one, what does that do for the Saints draft? We were talking about it a little bit earlier. I know there's teams that are certainly right behind New Orleans that have major positions of need, that the Saints also kind of have a need there, and so they could be a team that teams could try to call to try to trade with in the draft, just not Mickey's MO. We know that. But we're talking about maybe Mansour Delane out of LSU, maybe corner. You lose Alontae Taylor there. You need somebody that's a top-tier corner. Where do you think they turn their attention to coming up in April?
Yeah, he becomes more interesting. He was always someone that he's in that mix. Like, he's definitely in that bubble of guys you're looking at 8. So I can see that for sure. I do think what I've heard is that their preference for their slot players that it's more of a safety type, that they want it to be more of like an overhang type player that can do some stuff there. So I don't know how that affects things, but if you can get a top-tier corner, like I think there's room for competition, even as much as I like Kool-Aid and Quincy Riley. Like, I think there's definitely competition, even if it's just on those outside spots. So my door will be open to that. My door is wide open to Sonny Styles, especially now, that DeMario's gone. Look, I don't think it closes the door to anything, honestly. Like, I would still – all the guys that I was looking at before, I'm still looking at. And if you think Jeremiah Love is far and away the best player, like, just draft him. Who cares if you already got two guys? One of them's out of here in a year. 2017, they signed Adrian Peterson. They had Mark Ingram in his prime. New contract, I think he signed that in 15, so he's still on a fresh deal. And they didn't just draft Alvin. They traded back in to get him. And, that worked out pretty well, too. So just get the absolute best player you can. I think they're in a position now where they can really do that in the first 2 rounds. I don't think you're pigeonholed to anything, but I think you're still wide open enough that you can do anything. I think they're kind of in an advantageous situation in terms of building, because, like, it isn't you got to get the tackle. Going to trade up a week before the draft, and we're just going to take whatever tackle's there, and it's Trevor Penning. Like, you don't need to approach it like that. So I think they can still kind of do anything. I badly need the wide receiver still. I think that's a major need. But I think they can do anything. But, yeah, I like Delane there quite a bit. I mean, I think that's a position where they can get a lot better at. And I was definitely surprised that Alontae got $20 million a year, but good for him. I just don't think he was worth that to the Saints.
What kind of deal do you think the Saints offered Demario Davis to stay?
Well, I don't think they probably overextended themselves too much. I mean, $11 million's a decent amount, but it's not. That's not a number. If you told me a week ago, I wouldn't have thought it was preventative. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really surprised he went to the Jets. Like, I thought he was gonna leave, but I thought it was gonna be to the Rams or something like that. The Jets was surprising to me. So I mean, that kind of tells me a couple things. Like, I don't think that they were fighting to keep him too hard. Like, I think they wanted to keep him, but they can say whatever they want at a podium, but, like, your actions are your actions, and your actions are the truth. And they didn't want to go to $12 million a year or whatever. And it's tough. Like, if you're a team in their situation, like, it's just kind of hard to articulate, because, like, I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on him or anything like that. Like, a great player, great locker room guy, Hall of Famer, Ring of Honor, Saints Hall of Famer, Canton. Like, I really think he's done enough to get into the actual Hall of Fame. I think he's, people I've watched just in my actual lifetime. Like, I can't go back to the 70s and, all these great linebackers back then, but in my lifetime, a top 5 linebacker. I also think if you're a team that's in the middle of a rebuild, if they had signed a 37-year-old that played for a different team, we would have been like, what are they doing? You know, like I know it's your own guy, so it's a little bit different, but I'd rather eject a year early than a year late, like where they're at right now. You know, in 2018, if you're a Super Bowl contender, like I'd rather be maybe late on some of those things than early because you're trying to maximize your today. But I think the Saints got to be thinking about tomorrow as well as today right now. And, you know, I just don't know. I don't know what year 2 of that looks like. And you drafted Danny Stutzman. You're trying to get him in there. You're trying to see what he looks like. So, I mean, like, there's things that make sense here to me. And I also, at the same time, I think it's a catastrophic loss just in terms of, like, identity. You know, because Cam's still a free agent, too. Like, if both those guys leave, like, who are you? Who are your leaders? Like, you got Reed and, you know, I don't think there's anyone else, like, that I really look at is this guy's a leader on the team. Both sides of the ball. Foster Moreau was, like, the leader of the offense. I don't know if he's coming back now that they got Fant. So I don't know where the leadership is at all on this team right now. So, I mean, I think that's a bigger deal to me than maybe the on-field. I think you can replace the on-field. You know, I think they'll obviously be a little bit worse. I think there's probably a reality where if their linebackers don't work out, like their run defense could be a disaster because, like, their front wasn't great and they were winning a lot on run defense because DeMario's so great at diagnosing and anticipating. You know, but I don't think the range is quite there the way it was either. Like, you know, I don't think he allowed a lot of bleeding, but like when he allowed bleeding, it probably bled a little bit more than it should have. You know, and we'll just see where that access goes going forward. But look, if you told me he gets another 2-year deal after this one, I would absolutely believe it because of the way he takes care of his body, the way he prepares, all that stuff. And you know, I think even just that going back like to what's lost, like that example, I think is a huge loss, even beyond the on-field. So I think it's all the stuff behind the scenes that scares me more than like what's on the field. So yeah,
action speaks so
loud. I don't even know what the
I
question was,
can't,
but I'm writing. Yeah,
it's like action speaks so loud for the Saints. I really can't hear what you're saying. Like nobody's choosing the Jets over a team that they're going to be in the Ring of Honor for. Like if it's a competitive offer, so that tells me there was not a competitive offer from the Saints.
I agree 100%. Yeah, I mean, like exactly. Like if it's 10, 11 million and you got a team on its way to winning, versus what are the Jets doing? By the way, like this is exactly the example too. Like you don't want to be making a move like that to try to save yourself, like because the head coach and the GM are afraid of getting fired, so they're signing a 37-year-old from another team. Yeah. But you don't want to be that team. That's not how you want to be building your roster right now. Yeah. I'm shocked on all ends on that. Like, why are the Jets making that move, and like why is DeMario going there? So yeah, I mean, it does. Yeah, it tells you that the market isn't quite what it was, and the most desperate team made the most desperate offer. And yeah, I'm just really surprised that he's going there. But look, he deserves it. He's at the end of his career. Like, set up your security, and you know, I can't argue with the logic, but I was surprised by it.
We were talking a little bit earlier because, okay, he goes to the Jets. What do you do at linebacker? Like, Stutzman doesn't seem like somebody that's ready to be the full-time Mike linebacker. You've got some options. You've got the Bobby Wagner, Levante David, Caden Ellis reunion. There's guys out there that you can sign to a 1-2-year deal that would be that veteran presence to kind of replace what Demario Davis was for you. And we talked about the leadership role just then as well. They give you kind of both of those things. Is that the path you see the Saints going down?
I think they could definitely add at that position. I know there was like a lot of Devin Lloyd rumors. I have a pretty strongly that they were not in that market, so I don't think they were kicking the wheels there at all. But I could definitely see him making a move there, and I think probably these next couple of days, like I think we're probably going to see some defense additions. I wouldn't be surprised to see a kicker and a returner added to the team too. And as it pertains to the draft, like I think probably, you know, the odds of, you know, if there's a coin flip, I think defense probably wins early now, just given what you've kind of done offensively. But like I'm pleased with the way they're building the team because, look, the headline to me, like everything is, what are they doing for the young quarterback? And you know, I have major concerns about the defense. Like you lost the corner and you lost the linebacker. Like their defense is objectively going to be worse right now until they make other moves. So yeah, I think they're definitely going to do some things. I think they got to add to it, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see, just even if it's like a mid-tier linebacker that you're like, all right, well, this guy gives like a decent baseline, like an AJ Klein type player. Like you put him out there, probably not going to define your defense, but he's going to at least plug the gap. And then Stutzman can compete with him, and either he beats him out or he doesn't, and you're okay either way. Like, I think at the very least that needs to happen. Now, if you have a chance to elevate there, I think you got to take it. But, yeah, both those spots, man, like, they're – and those are the two energy players, too, on the defense. DeMario brought his own brand of energy. I think it was kind of like having the angel and the devil energy. Like, I think, DeMario brought the God energy and Alante brought the demon energy. But, like, where's the energy on the defense? And I think that really matters, too.
Yeah. All right, Nick, let's get the free agency crystal ball out. Let's get a Nick prediction. Nick Stradamus. Here we go.
He worked on that.
What other workshopped it yesterday. What other moves do you see them making? What positions do you see them making, if any?
Yeah, I think they're going to get a kicker. I think they need to get a returner. I think, like I was saying, like the way they approached special teams last year was borderline embarrassing. They tried with the punters, so I'll give them credit for that. Kicker went sideways on them, but like you cut JT Gray, you change schemes, all your special teams linebackers no longer fit and get cut, and you just had a bunch of guys out there and it was a disaster. Like, so they got to invest there. Like that's a bad area, and they already have. So on that, that's a plus. I think we'll see some type of receiver too somewhere. I know they got a bunch of lottery tickets on the roster, but they got to get somebody else there. And I think just that linebacker at some level. I think that's definitely something they got to do too. Also, the rundown of moves that you were talking about before, we shortchanged John Ridgeway. That was the very first move they made in free agency. Yeah. They re-signed the backup DT for like $6 million over 2 years. So that was wild. Like all these moves are hitting, and it's like John Ridgeway. It's like, all right, like this is where it starts.
Sorry, John. My bad, John.
When's the fullback signing?
They don't use a fullback, man.
I don't care. When's the signing?
God.
Did you see that the Morgan Freeman documentary on Netflix about dinosaurs? Like there was a whole episode on fullback.
Okay. Hey, the team that you cover didn't make the postseason.
It's been nice having you as a guest.
There was 4 teams left in the postseason. 3 of them carried fullbacks. The Super Bowl champion kept 2 fullbacks on their 53-man roster the entire season. Both 1 seeds had a fullback. So hey, maybe the Saints could learn something, Nick.
Maybe we should send in some video to Morgan. You can narrate you in your natural environment, just very, very soothing.
Yeah, you're right.
Just walking into work,
and then we'll have both fullbacks hold up the Lombardi Trophy at the end of the year. Be the final scene, both of them. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry. I got to apologize for my co-host here. It's really.
So 85% of the teams that made the postseason carried a fullback, and then we want to. Talk about a top 10 pick. Carry one. Okay.
Yeah, look, I'll give it you the Kubiak Shanahan offense. Like, they've brought you guys back to life a little bit. There's a little bit of glory there.
Yeah, Alec Ingold signed $7.5 million yesterday. But anyways, all right, Nick, we appreciate you. Thank you, sir. We'll catch up again next week.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Guess you hate championships. That's weird.
Brought him back to life. There was a fullback.
Alec Ingold signed for 2 years, $7.5 million with the Los Angeles Chargers yesterday.
I like the dinosaurs, though.
They made the playoffs.
There was a mosquito that was.
You hate winning. That's fine.
A fossil in was it amber? Some old sap.
So you're telling John Snyder doesn't know how to do his job when he had 2 fullbacks on the 53-man roster? That's weird. Both 1 seeds had a fullback. Both teams in the Super Bowl had a fullback. That's weird.
Sensitivity? Fine?
No. Just sticking up for my people. The loyalty deal.
Sensitivity.
We know everybody's got to have a quarterback.
A couple of them.
Yeah, well, a couple fullbacks on the champion. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
Go to gcopnet.com. Gulf Coast Office Products, the leader in office solutions here in the Gulf region. Saints, Pelicans, LSU, Raging Cajuns, all trust GCOP. You should as well. Law firms, engineering firms, universities, banks, hospitals. If you deal with documents, you know how important it is to your lifeline. So only deal with the best. And the best is going to be GCOP every single time. You can actually get in contact with them. The person you talk to the first time is going to be the person that gets you to your solution. Go to the website today, gcopnet.com.
All right, Gulf Coast Office Products. We tell you every day about how amazing of a company they are. We can talk about their technology. We can talk about, the different types of printers and scanners and copiers that they send all over the country. But what really sets them apart is their award-winning service team. If something happens at your office, the worst thing that can happen is if that paper trail stops for any significant period of time. They are local. They can get on it fast. Award-winning service and get you up and running ASAP. GCOPnet.com.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on mountain.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
Welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Don't forget, how could you ever forget about our friends over at Rouse's? I don't know if you saw my story on Instagram yesterday, but we went to Rouse's. Harlow got 97 things because she saw so many things she liked at Rouse's and walked out proudly with a bag. We had a dump truck. We got Easter eggs. Let's see. She got 3 things. A coloring book. There's everything at Rouse's. Rouse's.com is the website. Go there today to see which location is nearest you. Then once you find that location, check out those weekly ads, those weekly specials. We always say it right when you walk in. You know where you're at. I mean, it is set up for success. Like your Mardi Gras season, the king cakes, right there. Right, crawfish season, you walk in, like all of that, like the bagged crawfish, potatoes, corn, it's right there. The breakfast bar, the salad bar, the lunch bar. So many local options for you as well. They are the absolute best here in the Gulf Coast region, and you can find the location that is nearest you, rouses.com.
USA?
Don't give me that 1 second. I'll start calling you Musso. Can't figure out the tech over there.
USA.
In the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
They defeat Mexico for the
United
first time in a
States.
long time. Mexico kind of had their number in baseball, a lot like U.S. has their number in soccer. But they finally get it done. I believe 5-3 was the final score. So that was very fun to watch last night. Stayed up right before you go to bed. See a little Team USA action. There's a couple of brawls in the stands, too.
I did see that.
Some pretty good videos. But look, the World Baseball Classic's been a lot of fun, a lot of emotion, a lot of passion. We talk about it all the time. We played like the literal one professional sport you can't really represent your country in, which kind of sucks. Always wanted to do that. But it's so cool to see the passion that everybody has. And by the way, I do want to talk about the players trying to shake the catcher's hands and the catcher saying no and everybody kind of getting up in arms, because yesterday there was a pair of Seattle Mariner teammates that the batter tried to shake the catcher's hand. He's like, no. And
Big
everybody's like, what's going on here? Well, the reason is the catcher doesn't want to get pine tar on his hand and then get it on the ball and then throw it back to the ball. Then the pitcher's in a situation because there's a substance on the ball on his hand. And so it makes a lot of sense whenever they actually like break it down. There's no beef between teammates. He's like, I didn't want to get a bunch of pine tar on my hand.
I don't know. I mean, you could fist bump. You could bump the
Well,
outside the glove.
But he stuck his hand out, so that's
yeah, but there's a lot of
that was the reason.
awkward white guy handshakes out there. Like, you could fist bump it.
He didn't want to be a meme.
And then his teammate after the game actually talked a lot of ish about him and told him to GTH, basically. No, go to HE double hockey sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look, he didn't want to get pine tar on his hand. Chill out, bro.
I think
Here
so.
is an incredible video.
Oh, wait. I
think
didn't
they
know
don't
we were
like
doing
each
a
other.
video.
What?
I didn't know we were doing a video, so I had to get the sound.
Good.
Mhm.
Here is an incredible video of Paul Skeens warming up to the Top Gun theme music.
I think, of course, Paul Skeens, Air Force.
The Air Force baseball team was in attendance.
Yep, the entire Air
in
Force
their
baseball
uniform.
team.
Well, jerseys.
Fantastic.
There's two players that had experience playing for the Air Force.
So clearly he wanted to do that. To that song.
Even though, like, you know, Top Gun's part of the Navy, but still, it doesn't
Fine,
take away
it doesn't
from
matter.
the awesomeness.
I got planes. Fly in the air.
They do, yeah.
Oh, so good.
And then he goes out there and, like, strikes out 7 in 4 innings.
Oh, yeah, strikes out the most of by any U.S. pitcher in the last, 3 World Baseball Classics. So did pretty decent, just on another level. I think, and yesterday, he plays for the Pirates, so, of course, here at LSU, we all know him, and people know him because of the Cy Young. But I don't know if people, it's kind of like Trout and Shohei when they were the Angels. I don't know if people all over the country have actually sat down and watched him pitch in a big-time game before, ever. Outside of Louisiana and outside of Pirate fans, right?
I mean, there's not really any big games that the Pirates are in.
Yeah, like Kevin
And they
Durant
still have,
was
a governor on him for
And
some
they,
reason.
they traded McCutcheon, or they didn't re-sign McCutcheon, which I don't know what that organization's doing, but
Well, I mean, they're like one of the worst in history. But
it was just funny, to see their
Well,
response
not history,
about
but lately.
Skeens on social media. I know Kevin Durant was in the stands because they kept showing it, but he tweeted out wow, Skeens is a dog. Like people, this is the first time people are watching him pitch. He's like, he does this every time he goes out there. But
welcome to Paul Skeens.
Welcome to Paul Skeens' moment.
Do you see the Paul Skeens notorious for being just straight-faced, no emotions, just a very serious about his business guy. Did you see him smiling at your boy yesterday?
Oh, yeah. That
At
guy,
Bobby Witt
Bobby
Jr.?
Witt, my new guy.
Maybe you can find. I don't know if we've ever seen Paul Skeens smile before.
It was
No,
like
either. But
not even
worthy.
after winning.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they have like there was a going to social media. There's like a still shot with him like sitting next to
With
Libby
Libby?
Dunn, and like just
when he got
stone
drafted or
faced.
something like
And
that.
then, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
find
she was
some-
like sitting there smiling,
all like-
clapping.
To be fair,
Paul's like, yeah.
I think that's
cool.
actually when he won Rookie of the
It was.
Oh,
it
was
was.
it?
It was.
Okay,
yeah,
I
Rookie
thought
of
it
the
was
year.
because
Because
there's
nobody
two.
would smile
There's-
getting drafted by the Pirates.
Well, there was one where he got drafted, and then like the Rookie of the
multiple,
Year
yeah.
one was when he like made an effort to not look that way.
Speaking of
the
effort,
Rookie of the Year
he's
one
like
was
effortlessly pitching out there. Like that's what makes it so cool.
Yeah.
Like not just the emotion, but it looks so
No, his mechanics are unreal.
chill.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why. I mean, he's going to play.
That's why we said
so
no, like those small boys need to be pitching in the high 90s.
Look at this
Like
Paul Skeens
when
smile.
he
that's as much as you're getting.
To your point
That's
about
a
no
lot.
small boys, somebody in the chat made a good point. They're like, Paul Skeens left the Air Force because he realized he's too big to be a fighter
Yeah,
pilot.
right. Well, so I see like so Huck's playing baseball, so I get a lot of these youth baseball things fed to me.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of these high school kids that are throwing like 98, 99, and it looks like so hard.
Yeah.
Like their arm's about to rip off their shoulder when they're
Yeah.
doing this, or at least their elbow. And then, but you see Paul Skeens do it, like he's a bigger guy, his mechanics are perfect, and it's just very effortless. Like if you can effortlessly do it, you should do it. If you have to create it with so much whip that you're not gonna be able to lift your arm up at 30, like you shouldn't do it.
Well, you should
You
just
should-
get paid until 30.
Yeah, you should read Huck his letter that he wrote to the little leaguers
Who did?
on
Paul?
the Players Tribune. Yeah,
Ooh.
Paul did.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Didn't see that.
It's
I
good.
Like that.
The Players Tribune is such a good platform that they made.
I agree wholeheartedly. I
love the Players Tribune.
I would love for LouisianaSports.net to have something like if we could partner. I know it's hard to partner now in the NIL age, but if like we could partner, I thought about that. If we could partner with LSU athletes or Louisiana athletes, doesn't have to be LSU, to like do something like that once every however so often, every couple of weeks, I think that would be well received.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. I love it. I enjoy reading it. I don't read a lot. I read that.
I'm pretty sure Derek Jeter is the one who made it, the Players Tribune.
All right, say Derek, say Captain.
Anyway, I loved the game last night.
World Baseball
I'm a
Classic's
baseball guy.
awesome.
I'm a stitch head now,
Yeah.
guys. I was locked in. Like it felt like October playoff
Yeah,
baseball.
when you text us, hey, is Bobby Witt Jr. this good all the time? I was like, oh, he's in. He's in deep.
Bobby Witt Jr. I'm your guy.
Jersey?
I'm your guy.
Do we know what team he plays for yet? I can tell you
yeah.
if you don't.
The Royals.
Kansas
He has
City.
the card. That's why he knew.
Ah.
Because I said, he asked that, and I
lot of
said
case
Bobby
hits.
Witt Jr. would be a
Lot of
really
case
good
hits.
card to have right now.
And Bobby Witt Jr. cased it a lot of times, and I was real disgusted.
Matt tried to pawn it off on the
Because you didn't
laundry. He
have
was like, I
Kansas
got
City
one, but it's for sale.
Yeah.
I got one.
He was
Yeah.
like, hey, buy
I was
it.
wondering,
Did
but
y'all
like,
see the Dominican Republic, though, just absolutely dominating?
Oh,
they'd
yeah. I
be
mean,
Israel.
Yeah.
it's going to be Dominican Republic,
Bombs.
Japan, and USA. Those are going to be the three teams
Yeah.
that are left.
Two now.
Two now?
Two now.
Damn. I don't have a line.
Dropping bombs.
All right. On that note, we'll take a break.
USA.
More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to FABT.com. That is the website for First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910. One of the things we love about them, so you're going to get everything that you would get with any other big national bank. Whatever, like online banking and all the tools that are right there at your fingertips. Like you're going to get all that. Safeguard on your debit card, personal loans, bank loans. It doesn't really matter. Like investments, you get all of that. But you get it with the customer service of somebody that's right here and local, making decisions locally, not on both coasts, not up in the big cities. We're talking about right here, local people making those big decisions for you. Go to FABT.com.
Yeah, if you are looking for a business loan, maybe you're looking for a personal loan, a mortgage, something like that. If you're growing your family, you need a bigger house. Growing your business, you need inventory, you need working capital, whatever it is. Make sure you're dealing with a bank that's making local decisions. Like Jake said, not somewhere in New York, not somewhere in Chicago. Local decisions right here. First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is...
We want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Tuesday shows brought to you by Community Steel. CommunitySteelCo.com is the website. Check it out today right here in Gonzales, Louisiana. I would assume later on today, typically happens this way because we're the morning show. We get it. There is going to be another wave of free agent signings in the National Football League. Looking forward to that. Some of the big spenders in the first day, the Saints were included in that list, but the Raiders, they spent dollar bills.
They spent more than Titans?
You want to talk about completely resetting the market for centers? Tyler Lindenbaum, I mean, they blew past whatever the previous record was. And so the Raiders, and I actually think they had to. I talked about this on NFL radio yesterday. They didn't really have a choice. They kind of had to do it. Like, Fernando Mendoza is going to be the number 1 overall pick. Ashton Genty is a top 10 back. You have a lot of assets in. Like, you had to fortify the offensive line. You didn't really have a choice. So you go pay Tyler Lindenbaum more than any center's ever made by a lot. You're probably going to draft one at 14 with the pick you got for Max Crosby after you select Fernando Mendoza number 1 overall, because even if you have other needs, you have to protect your biggest assets, which are going to be the quarterback you took 1-1 and the running back you took in the top 10.
I didn't even know this about this Tyler Linderbaum 3-year, $81 million to play the center position. Now, the center, don't get it twisted.
The Raiders, by the way, to your question, they spent $322 million on 8 players. The Titans spent $270 million on 7 players.
The center position is wildly important.
Yep.
They have to be smart. So I was always, the notion was the closer you get to the ball, the higher football IQ you have to have. Yeah. There's more things you have to know. So of course the center and the quarterback, the only 2 people that touch the ball every single play. The center position is wildly important. The center position is not as important as the Raiders just made it.
Okay.
3 years, $81 million.
Now, they did have a lot of money to spend. They had the top 3 cap.
I got it. I got you. But at the center position, I don't know who they were bidding against, for one. He gets paid way more than any center ever has.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're rewarding him or what, but the center from a physical standpoint is probably I don't even want to say the easiest position because they're all really hard. It's the least hard position physically. You get the least amount of one-on-one battles.
Yeah.
You get help from each guard on either side of you. I was just part of multiple teams that had experienced other linemen and would throw in a rookie or a young guy center who was smart and could make all the calls. They could handle anything, but with the help that they get on their left and right shoulder all the time, hey, if you're paying $25+ million, you need to usually that consists of a guy that has to be physically more gifted.
I will say I was in the completely different scenario. We had Nick Hardwick, who was like a very veteran player, all-pro, Pro Bowl guy. And then we had Dan Copen, who was Tom Brady's center for a long time. And then he came to us in Denver at the end of his career. I was in a different situation. I've certainly heard of situations like you're talking about.
And that's fine, but still, to pay him that much above market value, was he that important? Because I was in Seattle, Max Unger was there.
Yeah.
Fantastic center.
Right.
But still, it still wasn't the most physically challenging position to play on the field. And I say that with as much respect as I can. That's just the rule of thumb that everybody went. The closer you are to the ball, the smarter you have to be, and the less physically dominant you have to be.
Unless you're going against unless you're in a division with a ton of odd fronts, then it changes a little bit because you're going to have
a little bit, but you're
you.
Also doing a lot of 3- and 4-man slides in odd fronts.
Yeah.
If we got odd fronts and 2-jet, 3-jet projection, we rip and Lizzets where it was a 4-man slide because you lock down one side, you have your back go to the mic to the nickel Sam or whatever it is. So there's a lot of slide protection. So anyway, very important position. I love I always had great relationships with the centers. That's the biggest chemistry.
Doesn't sound like it.
That some people have to have as quarterback and center have to have a wild chemistry.
Yeah.
But this is a wildly overpaid.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
You could have got it done for much less, I think.
This was not
because you're bidding against nobody.
Classic.
The Ravens didn't tag him because he would have had to have a franchise tag at the left tackle number, so that's why they didn't tag him. There's no left tackle, or sorry, tackle in general, tackle, guard, center, offensive line franchise tag numbers all the same, and so you're not going to pay a center what you pay a top tier tackle. So Creed Humphrey was probably second.
He got $27 a year.
Creed
Humphrey is $18 million a year.
Yeah, so it's half of. What Creed Humphrey's making.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a significant overpay.
Yeah, the Raiders are going to Raider. So March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and it's an important reminder that colon cancer is common, but it's also preventable and highly treatable when caught early. Screening can actually detect precancerous situations before they even turn into cancer, which is why doctors recommend adults start screening at the age of 45. So, of course, we're working with Oshner here, it's very important for them. And if you and your family have a history, they have an option for you. A colonoscopy remains the gold standard for screening. But for some people at lower risk, you had at-home stool tests that can be an option for you as well. So the thing is, they want to make sure that you are aware. There is options depending on your family history. So the key is having the conversation with your doctor. Establishing care with Oshner, primary care provider, can help guide you on the right screenings at the right time for you. Everybody's going to have a different situation. So you can schedule your appointment today at oshner.org/schedule or through the My Oshner app. Again, March, Colon Cancer Awareness Month. So schedule your appointment today at ochsner.org/schedule or through the My Ochsner app. All right, we'll close it out today with a little Ask the Bench when we jump back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you'll likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here, helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Promise of real change, real progress, and real investment. And today that promise is being fulfilled by the Congresswoman Julia Letlow.
She's done a great job.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Relief Windows. Experience, quality, and service. ReliefWindows.com.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
Yeah, it is. Community Steel. Shout out. Also, shout out to somebody that Alondra was talking about earlier, RejuveMe. RejuveMeMedical.com is the website. Go see them today. Multiple locations across Louisiana. Doesn't matter where you're listening to us. Up in the Port City.
13 locations.
Up in the Port City, they got one.
Oh, yeah.
They got you covered.
I mean, if you're hearing our voices, chances are that you got an amazing RejuveMe clinic next to you, or near you at least, to go check what's happening. You don't have that zest for life, don't want to feel like that youthful self again. Well, it's Rejuvenate Medical. RejuvenateMedical.com. Hormone replacement therapy, the Louisiana's leader for the last 10 years.
Wow.
So if you're going to do it, make sure you're doing it with the absolute best because it makes you feel incredible. But it's not just that. It's peptides, it's cosmetics, it's weight loss, it's everything. Just give them a call. Set that initial appointment. See what they can do. Go to their website, RejuvenateMedical.com.
Yeah. So we appreciate y'all today. Obviously, today the start was a little bit different.
Yep.
We were supposed to do a show out at U Club for U High Go Cubs. Technical difficulties. Musso, you know how he gets. He started just, talking to himself under his breath, getting real mad. So we had to come back in studio. So we appreciate you.
He's very Dobby the Elf.
Yeah. Yeah. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We appreciate the adversity we had in the show. Always want to remind you before we get out of here about our friends over at Pelican Roofing. Right now, runforroofus.com. Runforroofus.com. An incredible deal that they do all the time, every single year. Their mascot, Rufus, runs a 5K every single day for 30 days to raise awareness and rally support for local families in need. Again, runforroofus.com is the website. All right, we got a big day tomorrow. Shout out Coach Kim Mulkey. Joins us every Wednesday.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, go
we
LSU.
love you. We thank you.
Go USA.
USA. USA.
America.
Off the bench.
River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally